Howdy, folks, and welcome to another episode of Hairyman Hoaxes and Hook Weeks Late Night. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's good. We started a little bit early. We were gonna try to start at 8:30, but technical difficulties happened. But anyway, I'm here. We're here. So let's see what's going on. I have got my lovely sister here with me tonight. Hello, Suzy Q.
Hey, sister.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I had a great day.
That's good. That is very good. You're looking very beautimous tonight.
Thank you.
Let us see who is in the chat tonight. Mr. Fritzer. Hello. Always lovely to see you. And Cindy, I did see your message. You won't be able to stay on too late. Mr. Lee is here. And who else do we have? Donald. Donald is going to actually try to get on tonight, but he's having Wi-Fi issues. And Sandra Piper. Hello, Ernie. Mark Dodman, welcome. Timmy Boy, hello. For Timmy Boy, we're gonna try to do the thing in the cemetery next weekend, not this coming, because we forgot my husband is going to a concert.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not going. Oh. He's leaving on a plane tomorrow for Nebraska.
No, cemetery. Omaha. That's what I care about.
Oh, the cemetery? We're just going to go do the midnight tour. No, 9 o'clock tour p.m.
Oh, my God. I wish I could go. You know, that's my favorite thing to do.
I know, but we're going to go do that. We've been wanting to do it. It's just we've had things every Saturday, and it's a Saturday night that they offer that. So anyway, you don't care about my husband?
A little bit.
Yeah, I almost forgot too, and then I seen him rushing around and getting shit out,
so he's going
and I was like,
trip.
"Crap, he's packing. It must be time for his trip." I totally forgot. But it's a quickie. He's coming. He's leaving tomorrow morning, coming back Saturday, because then Sunday he's got another concert, Iron Maiden, on Sunday. Cool. But Friday night he's gonna see Kid Rock.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But see, Kid Rock's in Omaha, and that's where his brother lives. So he's going to go see his brother, too. Kind of double duty. What are you spritzing yourself with?
This is
a fart or what?
No, this is a special cleansing spray. It like clears the energy.
Really?
Yeah, I made it in my aromatherapy class.
Oh.
And it smells amazing.
So this was another last minute show idea to do. So we probably won't get a ton of people in here. Ooh, I thought I just felt a bug on me. Ooh. I know it's almost that season. I already got my first mosquito bite or some kind of bug bite. I don't know what it was. Could my neighbors be sucking up the Wi-Fi? We are still low-tech telephone lines. I don't know. Maybe?
Yeah, your neighbors
can change your password.
Yeah. You can hack it.
Time to change the password. I'm looking at old dates in cemeteries. I know. It's so interesting.
That cemetery is the coolest cemetery in, I'd say, forever, ever, anywhere.
Yes, it's got a lot of history. The Concordia Cemetery here in El Paso goes really, really far back, and it's famous for crazy people coming out of that, having association with it, like the stalker, the Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez. Yeah, he used to hop the fence because he used to get beaten as a child. So he would run away and he would hop the fence and he would stay the night in the cemetery. So scary. And
That is
they have a baby section, a baby cemetery section,
mhm,
and it's really kind of creepy.
creepy.
And Donald gets to go see Judas Priest and Queensryche, which are both awesome. Now, Queensryche isn't the original singer, but he is just as good. I
Hmm.
swear. He almost sounded better. They opened for Scorpions when we went, and they almost sounded better than the Scorpions. I was
Ooh.
completely impressed with Queensryche. So you will enjoy that.
It's
And of
like that one singer that took over for Steve Perry.
oh yeah, the kid.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's good. Um, and of course, Judas Priest puts on a really good show, but please take ear protection, okay? Please, just do it. Because now I can't go to a concert without immediately getting ringing in my ears
Ooh, that's
because
damage.
I damaged my ears for it was Judas Priest because we were in front of the speakers.
Oh my god.
Uh,
At
my
Metallica, I could feel the pyro. I thought it was gonna be burning. I thought it was burning.
Yeah, me too. It was like, whoosh, and we weren't that close. I mean, it was like, whoa, is his hair on fire? uh, yes, we'll want to know on Tuesday all about it for sure. So, anyway, I want to try to have a live while I'm out there.
Ooh, I hope you do.
And I don't know how much you guys will see, because it's going to be dark, but it'll still be interesting and you'll be able to hear me going, oh, crap. Because I'm sure I will get scared at some point. For sure. For sure.
I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say
Okay.
hi to Tommy Boy and Mr. Lee and
Timmy
Jay
boy.
Fritz. Yeah, Timmy Boy. My son's name is Timmy. Boop, 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 boop. Everybody that said hi to me, I want to say hi to them. Hello, Cindy, Sandra, everybody.
What is that? I am not farting, okay? It's my
It's
dog
the dog.
snoring. She falls asleep. She comes and falls asleep right there when she knows I'm going to do a show. But she's a snorer. She's so cute though. She got all her hair taken off.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah. Now she's bald. I call her Baldy.
Want to
Well,
see
she
what I'm
must.
working on? I want to show everybody what I'm working on.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you guys remember the movie Desperately Seeking Susan? This was on the back of the jacket, and I found a jacket, so I'm going to put this on there, and I did this myself.
Isn't it cool? I love that jacket.
I know, huh?
I
I
know
can't
I
wait.
could never pull it off, but I always loved that jacket.
Not everybody knows about Desperately Seeking Susan, I'm finding out. To oldie.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it a cult classic?
I
Is
would
it
say.
considered a cult?
I would definitely say.
See, Sandra knows what we're talking about.
Yes.
My sister does all kinds of arts and crafts, and then she sells them at the swap meet or the farmer's market.
Anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. Anywhere I
Yeah.
can find, I sign up for it. We got a bunch of
Like,
them. I'm working on this one
like
in the back.
she's got a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of her stuff in my
And
house
then
too.
there's a bunch of them up there too. But Dreamcatchers sell good.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They take up a lot of material and a lot of time.
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, I know you can buy some cheaper ones, the commercial ones, but they just don't have the same soul,
And I've been
in
doing
my
like wind
opinion.
chimes, and well, my jewelry. But my jewelry is all downstairs. I'll show you guys that Monday though.
Yeah, for sure. But she does have her shop on I have it
Handmade
here.
Healing on awakeninghearts.com. And it's also at Etsy. Etsy.
Awakening Hearts 333. I'm
I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm an integrated healing practitioner. So I just learn as many healing modalities as I can so that I can do them all. And and I'm going to be doing them all. So dream catchers, I think they catch your bad dreams. That's how they work.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, historically through the indigenous used to make like smaller ones that would go
Hmm.
wherever the children were sleeping and stuff. Um to catch your bad dreams. Ooh. Um but it's one of those things, you either believe in it or you don't, or you believe like it as art, you know. Um Either way,
Hmm.
they're pretty cool.
I do dream interpretations also. I'm, I'm a professional dream interpreter. So if you guys had any weird dreams you want to get interpreted, I could do that too. You can
She
just
had to
let
do
us
a
know.
whole class on that, and she used
Couple
me as her
classes.
guinea pig. She was like, she would call me up. What was your dream? What did you dream? Tell me now. And I go, well, I can't remember now. Write it down. I have to know. I have a class.
Here's a
So,
tip. If you want to start lucid dreaming, that's where you know what you're doing in your dream and you can control your dream. Um, Write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Have a dream journal and write it down as soon as you wake up. And pretty soon you'll be able to know when you're dreaming and you'll be able to control your dreams.
Danny says that he needs a dream catcher the size of a Volkswagen.
Ooh, do you have bad dreams? Ooh, please tell me I love bad dreams.
Oh, man. Mine aren't bad. Mine are just weird. And sometimes I remember them, and mostly I don't remember them.
Yeah, you only remember them for a second.
Right. Ooh. What? What is that? Cindy Oh, I'm not here Tuesday. Search the St. Lawrence Seaway. I don't know what that means, so. What? She was more like bipolar, more like octopolar.
Dang.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is bad. I know that's what they say about me when I do my random lives, like in the morning. Because I hook up my phone and I drive, I like drive to the post because it's such a long drive. I hate doing it by myself. So I talk to myself. But now I have a good excuse because I got people watching me. So I'm not by myself.
I used to dance in my car. Driver's seat dancing,
Well, I can play music, but it will get flagged. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why another thing that if I do those morning lives where I have stuff, it's going to get flagged for something, because I'm not paying attention to the music or whatever. And
You're kind
so
of risky
none of
because
them will be
you
published.
play a little bit of music. Yeah.
And I talk about people sometimes. Sometimes if you're there and I'm in a mood, I'll tell you exactly what I think. And yeah, I tend to not publish those. So you either are there or you're square. What is the significance of recurring nightmares?
It's trying to tell you something. It's your subconscious trying to tell you something. You got to figure it out. Share it with me and I will interpret it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when you're sharing it with somebody, the meaning will come out. Because you know every meaning that your dreams have. You already know it. You just have to figure it out. And it sucks because your subconscious talks in metaphors. Like so does like messages from beyond. Everything it comes in a metaphor. So you have to. It's all code, like you have to figure it out. Luckily, I like metaphors.
Why are dreams always in?
In
What?
what? Oh, in black and white? Wait, I'm behind
Oh,
on the
did he
chat.
not finish it? Did you not finish your sentence?
Somebody told me the other day that dreams were in black and white, and I didn't realize that because to me, they think they're in color.
I can dream in color,
I think I dream in color too.
but I don't always. But when I do, those are the ones I tend to remember. Um, wait. Always in a mood? What? I was so mad I missed you. You missed me? You missed me? You know what? I didn't even put any lipstick on or nothing. I probably look like a butt.
Remember, Mom used to say that we look like a butt.
Mm-hmm. Our mom used to want us to wear makeup.
Yep, she used to say, "Don't ever go out of this house without your makeup on." So dreams. Oh, I heard this. This is what I just learned. This also too the other day. Dreams are in black and white. Your mind puts the color in it. Your conscious mind puts the color in it. Weird, huh?
Mm. Okay, what does it mean if you have steamy dreams about an ex that you have broken up with for a long time?
So think about that dream, that steamy dream, and think about the thing that popped out the most to you, the thing that you remember the most vivid, and whatever that thing is, you have to find the meaning of that. So, like, where were you? Where were you guys having a steamy time? What was around you? Things like that. And that's how you figure it out. You could do this if you had to name that dream. What would you name it? And sometimes that brings out the meaning also.
I would think that we tend to want to always remember the good things from the bad. When you're subconsciously, you want to pull out the good stuff. Nobody really wants to remember the bad stuff. And maybe there was love there at one time,
Pretty
and
much,
that's
I
what
think
you
it's
will
a
remember.
desire. Yeah, you
Yeah,
probably still desire that good time.
that part was probably always good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, your mind and body will want to remember that.
Oh, definitely. Your body remembers how good that was, so your body's
Hmm.
like still desires it.
Hmm. We all remember that one boy,
The one that got away.
the one that got away. Mm, he was bad good. She said he was bad good. And it's so weird. I understand that.
Yeah, me too. Those are the worst ones. That's funny. It's true. We all know what's up with that.
We know what that means. Yeah. Joe? Joe who? Who's Joe? Joe. Oh, Squatch and Squaw Cowboys. My Cowboys here. How you doing, Mr. Joe? We are really not talking about a lot. Just how everybody's doing and what's going on. Maybe Suze will do some readings in a little bit.
Oh, I want to so bad. And I'm just going to do full readings. So that's like a gem, you guys. I'm going to do full readings. Whoever wants a full reading, come and get it.
What time do you at what time do you realize this might not be coincidence?
Nothing is a coincidence.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything means something. And I know that, like, my husband gets pissed because he's like, well, some days he like grabs me. He's like, everything doesn't mean something, but it does. And he knows it. So it's funny. Nothing is a coincidence ever. Nothing ever, 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 ever is a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I hope Joe's feeling good.
Timmy Boy says he can't tell you what popped out in his dream because there are kids watching. Steamy dreams.
Dreamy, dreamy.
McSteamy.
I was gonna say McDreamy.
If you guys have any questions about like what I do about being a healing practitioner or anything, I do so many
Ask
things.
away. You can ask any questions to the sisters. We will be honest.
Honest, that's what we are. Authenticity.
Did you guys like my new intro? I did for the late night.
I liked it.
Did you see my Bigfoot at the end?
I might not have, because I was switching the stand on my thing.
Oh, at the very end, there's this dark figure.
Did you capture that?
Mm-hmm. We did.
No
You
way.
were with me.
Oh, okay, that one. I thought that was the time that we were together.
Yeah, we did, but I never saw that until months later when I looked at the footage.
Man, they're everywhere. They're probably all around us. I mean, not in the city.
Well,
where I'm at.
on that trip, you were finding footprints all over the place. But they were really bad. There weren't anything you could.
And we were kind of too close to the highway. But hey, who knows? They probably go right there.
Yeah. Well, it's because we were in this V section. It was kind of weird.
But it is right in the middle of northern Arizona, so they are there. They live there.
Yeah.
They say there's one in Flagstaff that's like a normal, like people see it a lot.
Yeah. Matter of fact, somebody did just see something. Moggs was telling me that. I don't think I did. Who were
Sierra Sound?
What's going on up there? I don't think I did. I'll have to check it out. Did you capture something? Did you see a Mr. Bigfoot?
Did you see a whoop? Did you hear a whoop?
Did you go woohoo? That's how we talk to Bigfoot now.
Maybe that's what he likes. We don't know. That might make them all come. What if that was the trick? That was the secret.
Okay. I will watch it. I'll promise.
Squatching Cowboy. Take some apple cider vinegar gummies.
I have some of those right now.
You should take them. I mean, if you ever get gout, you should take them. If you take them, apple cider vinegar can wipe it out so quicker than like anything else, and it's so natural.
We know gout. Our dad has gout, so we know the pain that you're dealing with.
Yeah. Also, cherry extract, cherry juice.
Yeah. Stay away from that red meat. Don't listen to Blackbeard. Whatever you do. I knew he was out there somewhere.
I like
Don't listen to Blackbeard. Blackbeard will say, eat red meat and your gout will go away.
Don't eat any shrimp either, or shellfish. Yeah. Anything. Dad will. Really I gotta slap it out of his hand sometimes. That's funny, Blackbeard. That's funny. I did say that's what I said.
He has yet to comment on what I just said. Maybe he didn't hear it.
He said you gotta trust Blackbeard.
Trust the Blackbeard. I like the way his beard looks right now, but I know he's gonna be growing it all the way out crazy.
Like ZZ Top?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because that's how he had it before, until he had to shave it. You know, he saved it.
Ooh, he saved could have given it to Locks of Love.
He's gonna re-put it in.
Oh, Weird. That's cool, I guess.
Well, at
He's got
first I thought that was
extensions in
weird,
his
but I'm
beard.
like, well, I guess whatever, because he likes the dread look.
Uh-huh.
I guess he's gonna do something with that. I don't know.
That's cool, man. I love beards. My husband's got a beard.
Oh, I tried to get Javier to do because now with this job he can do. I like it when they do the thing around like that. I like it clean here, but like that.
Oh, a goatee.
Yeah, because he looks really tough when he has that.
If my husband ever shaves his beard, he can't come back until it grows back because I don't want to see.
Does he look like a little? Your husband probably looks like a little kid if he
He
doesn't have a
probably
beard,
does.
doesn't he?
I have a feeling he's one of those people with like no chin, and he's probably
I think so. All white, pasty.
yeah.
Oh. That's a good. See, that's my comment. That's. I know you like ribeyes. Well, that's why you have gout.
Oh man, I've been eating steak lately too because I barely got my taste back for meat just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for
Oh,
over
well,
a
at least
year.
you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to eat meat again.
Would you go to the bar to eat a steak?
We started out with that, but then we were like, oh, it tasted so good. I was like, let's get some. So we've been getting steaks.
Oh, they're expensive right now too.
I know everything's expensive. Our whole grocery bill was like a little bit more than it was before. What always, you know?
Yeah. Um, don't I know mine? Me eating. What? I have a beard, Susie. Mr.
Mr.
Lee.
Lee has a beard.
No, Mr. Lee looks like that picture right there.
Does he look
Not.
like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Well,
that's
there's no
him.
beard. There's no
I think
beard.
that's him when he was young.
Oh. Boop, boop, boop.
Love them ribeyes. Oops. Uh,
I'm going to make us big on my screen.
Cowboy ribeyes. I love it twice a week. What'd you have for dinner tonight?
I had, Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, we had leftover spaghetti and leftover chicken and leftover whatever was left over because I need to clean out the fridge.
Oh my God, I made the freaking best lasagna last night.
With baked taters. Ribeyes with loaded baked taters.
Yum.
Oh, you were 17 in that picture? Yeah, you look young in that picture. Let me see you again.
Oh yeah, 17.
Yeah. What?
Mr.
Yeah,
J.
but guys can do that, Bat Mom's in the house. Woo! Me and Bat Mom were in a race because we went on this other channel to play trivia questions. And she would get one, and then I would get one. She would get one, and then I would get one. We still lost though, because there was a guy there that did really, really well.
Was it like, what kind of trivia? Just like any
It
kind?
was music. It was music of the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, you got that one. So the Bat Mom says that she has 333 tattooed on her wrist. And I use 333 in my business name because that's what it's called, Awakening Hearts 333. Because I got a message for I pray really hard. So I got a message from God. And so I feel like I'm divinely guided. He told me that I have to help awaken people's hearts. So 333 means divinely guided to me. And it's an angel number. And yeah, so I got the message from God to awaken people's hearts, that I must awaken people's hearts. So divinely guided from, that's how I named my business.
Cool. Yep. Why do you, Bat Mom? Why do
you
have 333? That is the question. I never heard of 333, so I mean, I heard of 666. Mom says Texas Jack is a CIA government official because he's the guy who he was just like fast, man, getting the questions.
Oh.
It was like really good. Shit, I couldn't even Google fast enough. I either I either knew the question or I didn't know the question.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, sister.
I got Boy George
I love Boy George.
and Culture Club, but I like was trying to type it so fast, culture came out like whoa to this. It's something weird, you know. They still gave it to me.
Mr. J says he thought 333 means you're just a little bit devilish, but it doesn't. It's an angel number, so it's not. And also 666 isn't it's not the only, some people like have that as a satanic thing, but there's also great meanings for it too. It's all about perception, really. It's how you want to think of it.
Hello, Brown Dwarf.
Brown dwarf, that's a cool name.
I saw your video on those orbs you were taking pictures of at night, and I could see those really clearly.
Can you hear Timmy playing in the next room?
Yeah, I sure can.
He sounds so cute, huh?
Yeah. Plus it really hurt bad when I tried getting it removed. Oh, you tried to get the 333 removed?
So what does it mean to you? What did it mean to you when you got it on there?
That text had some tech that no one else had that night. He was probably getting his feed was probably coming in like 30 seconds faster than us,
Oh, I bet you.
and so he's getting the questions faster. That's all it really takes. But at least now um Jeff and Pat can see that when I'm doing this over here, it's hard because things are popping up in different places, and we're looking at two different chats. We're looking at the StreamYard chat and we're looking at the live YouTube chat, and they're different. They come up
Oh,
different.
yeah.
So that was, when I had to say, you know what? It's whatever I say. Whoever wins what I say, that's just deal with it. Because it's all in fun anyway. And so people shouldn't get their booties hurt.
So angel numbers 666 means reflect. It's time to wake up to your higher spiritual truth. And the 3331 says support. Your spiritual guides are all around you, sending you love and support and guidance. Want to know any more? 777, that's luck. That means wonderful things are about to happen. So like when if you're seeing like repeating numbers on the clock, like how sometimes when you look at the clock and it's always 1111 every time you look?
You know who does that? Moggs.
Oh, those
He has
are
that.
angel numbers.
He has that constantly, but he's oh shit, somebody just touched me on the shoulder. I swear to you right now.
No way.
Yeah. Um dang, that sent
That's
I got
probably Uncle Tony.
goosebumps all over.
Our mother.
Nikki, what do you think about a certain squatcher that said his tent was lifted while it jumped on me? Oh, while he was in it at the place I just got back from. Well, why didn't he look out the dang tent?
Well, it's kind of hard to, when they're all zipped up and stuff, and if you're getting picked up and thrown around.
I have to hear the whole story. I think I know who he's talking about, but there's some people right now who their stories are very hard. Their encounters are very hard to accept. And there's more than one right now that I have seen around a lot. So for me, I can only take so much and then I ignore them. I am huge right now on ignoring people. If I don't want to watch your shit, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not. So it's hard for me to say stuff when I just stop. I just stop and move on to somebody worth watching for me. Okay, for
Hmm.
me. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like to watch certain people and they support. That's great. Support them all that you want. They probably have a lot of subs, but it's not for me, you know. So I can't really. I don't want to be that. I know my channel is about hoaxes and hoodwinks, but the last thing I do is try to call somebody out without having all the facts. Okay. I really, really try hard to make sure that I have enough to substantiate why I'm saying this is fake or not fake or whatever. And for many of the people right now who are calling themselves researchers and putting their publicizing their pictures and videos, it's hard for me without having other documentation behind that to say, you know, they they're faking it, you know? And you I run into that problem with Todd Standing all the time. We always go back to Todd Standing, right? I know I don't believe those photos of the Muppet heads, okay? I don't believe them. I will never believe them. There's nothing that will make me believe those photos are real. Those videos are real. And there's too many, to me, there's too many flags. It's not just one thing, it's many different things in a timeline that has happened over 10 years that has me believing on the side of not being not being worthy of that, you know. Um but in the same breath, I have to tell you, he's boots on the ground. He's really out there. Maybe he has had something in the past. But, he got that Ivan Mark syndrome going and he maybe created something. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't have the proof. I don't think I'll ever have the proof of that. And there are many other people in the community who are kind of like the same way. I'll never get the proof unless something is leaked. Some other video comes up proving that they have created falsehoods. So, it's hard. It's hard to call somebody a hoaxer or manipulator when you don't have all the facts. All you can do is move on, you know, and we do have proof on some things. Oh, I know what that is. It's a dinosaur, and I know what old show it's from. And you go and you find it and you bring it out and you compare them and you put them on the spectrograph and you prove it. You can do that. So sometimes the stuff ends up where you have to step back. But nobody's holding anybody, you know, with a gun saying, "Hey, watch this person." They
Mhm.
really know what they're talking about. All you have to do is you have to be strong and you have to say, "I don't want to watch them. I don't believe in
You,
their material."
you have to use discernment
Yeah,
with
and
what
and
resonates
move
with
on.
you.
Everybody will have their own way of saying whatever, however you want to say it. If you want to be nice and sweet, or some people just say, "I don't believe a word you said, sucker."
Some
It.
people don't need to see to believe. Like me, I believe him. I don't care what you said. I believe you,
Mhm.
and it's fine with me.
And there are people that believe that you should. They're innocent until proven guilty. They So you should believe whatever they put out. I am not one of those people. Okay. Over time, I'm not one of those people, and that's okay because you don't have to believe me.
Hmm.
My
It is
word
okay.
isn't law. I just know what I feel in my heart, and having been in the community for a long time, what I feel it should be, is um, the truth, my truth. So, and that's all I can tell you, Joe, this all stemmed from a question that Joe had about believing somebody, was lifted up in their tent. I don't know if he was lifted up in his tent, but he could have had purple reindeer whipping him around in that tent. I don't know. There's no way of proving either way. um,
You know that mystery, that Dalatov Pass mystery? Do you know about this?
oh, the dilative
Something
pass.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think that was Sasquatch?
Um,
Yeah, I think it was.
well, something did something to them for sure.
Yeah,
And the way they cut their tent to get out, and they didn't have their clothes on or their
yeah,
shoes on, and the way they were ran and scattered in that air, it's all really weird as to being attacked by something.
yeah.
So whether it be a Sasquatch or a man, you know, I don't know. Um, boy, I missed a lot in chat.
Yeah, I think you missed a question from someone.
Uh, okay, there's that one. And then we go.
I think Donald.
See, there's Blackbeard. Nope. He says no studies show meat has nothing to do with gout. Even vegans get gout. Okay, I believe you. I
I
constantly
believe you.
wake up at 333.
Who does?
Hey, Bat Mom.
Okay, Batmom. That is a very important time that you're waking up. So waking up at 3:33, that happened to me. That still happens to me, but that happened to me right before I had a spiritual awakening. Every single night, right at 3:30, I would wake up. I still kind of do.
And there's that 1111 again.
So
Like I said
brown
earlier,
dwarf, when you're
Mog.
seeing 1111, that means you're on the right track. Or it's kind of like God saying howdy, like I've got your back, like you're doing good, like patting you on the back, or like something like that.
Good man. I was thinking, who hacked the StreamYard link? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Very hard to explain as well. If you block someone yourself. Oh, he's talking about that guy who got all the questions right. Off the ground and set him back down. Well, is it possible for a big bear to grab somebody and lift them up in the tent? It
Maybe.
is, but you would hear the bear. You would hear the huffing because bears are noisy. They breathe hard.
Yeah, you
You
would
hear
know it's a
that.
bear.
You hear bears breathing. You do. Every situation, every bear sound that we went through last Sunday had that heavy breathing. Before a roar, before a grunt, before everything, there was that heavy breathing. So I guess it's just a matter of elimination, but we don't know if it was a Sasquatch or a man. What if it was just a man playing a joke on him? Could a man lift him up? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just being the devil's advocate here, because number one, you have to believe what he said is true, because he could be making the whole thing up.
My family's gonna kill me.
What'd you do? You dropped another needle.
Yes, I just dropped another needle. I can't see it again.
You need to get one of those rollers and roll it on the carpet like that,
I need a
okay?
magnet. I need one of those magnets.
You're gonna stab
3:15
your foot.
also, Sandra. Anytime after 3. Actually, I think it's
What?
probably your
Nikki,
spirit
why
guys
are you
trying to tell you
there
something.
if
Trying to get you aware
someone
of
you
something.
can't see is touching you? What? What is he trying to say? Nikki, why are you there if someone you can't see is touching you? I think you need to rephrase that, because I think you're trying to say nobody was there, but you say somebody was touching you. Is that what you're trying to say? Because when I'm with my sister, I have a connection, and she brings spirits to me. And sometimes it's my mom and sometimes it's my uncle.
Most of the time, all the uncles are with you. They like you.
Um, but that's why you
And
can
mom,
believe.
too. It seems like mom's with you a lot all the time.
Oh, don't be with me because I know
Oh, she
she's
knows. She doesn't
complaining.
care anymore. That doesn't bother her anymore. She's not mad about that anymore. There's a lot of good stuff going on in chat. I'm trying to look. I like,
I know.
um, someone said something.
Nikki, don't ignore me. You cook
Oh
too
my
good.
God, she's such a good
I
cook.
don't. I told Jay I would marry him if I wasn't already married because he appreciates a good cook.
Oh, appreciation is always good.
It's always warm welcome.
Mhm.
Because my husband doesn't. He's a very picky eater, so I have to really arrange my meals.
Tell me about it. So is Matt and Timmy. They want the same thing all the
I
time.
know, same thing all the time. Ugh.
I want to know about that documentary. I want to watch it.
Um, yes, I probably do know. I agree. When someone asks me about some random videos, I say I haven't seen it, and then ask, "Do I really have to watch it? Do I really have to watch it for you?" Steve. Yeah, I am quite a skeptic. Because I swear, Jeff went into a whole monologue. He does that, right? By the end of it, he totally made me believe there was no such thing as Bigfoot. And I was like, well, that's that. You don't get it. Might as well hang it up. I wasn't kidding. I was like, okay. And he's seen one. What? Okay, Nikki, that was me that touched you, skipping my question. Oh, sorry.
Oh, the 369. Yes, Lockbeard. That's oh, dude, I'm trying that right now, actually.
Hi, Nikki. Blue Eyed Northern. Hello. Fraud Standing blocked me years ago. Yes.
What is
But
that?
I'm an engineer. I certainly have an opinion. You do, Steve.
Hmm.
The Squatching Cowboy, howdy, Pat. Blue Eyed Northern. What? He was smoking? Maybe the stuff he was smoking.
Smoking? Um,
You missed the show last night on Mog's show. They were all talking about smoking weed.
weed is good for you.
I don't think they
Um,
believed me that when I said I'd never smoked anything in my life.
I don't believe you either.
Well, it's true.
Um, Nick, Lockbeard said something, and I'm curious bad.
Where? Which one?
It
Oh,
says look into Nikolai Tesla and the numbers 369. It has to do with the field theory, not that ridiculous cult of quantum pissants. Who's the quantum pissants, man? I want to know who they are.
the quantum theory, the quantum.
Yeah, I believe in the
Oh,
quantum theory.
oh, well, we don't.
It's because people have been hypnotized and they
Ron
can.
Moorhead, who is the guy who I said created, the guy who recorded the supposed Sierra sounds and the
Mhm.
samurai chatter. Okay, he put out a book called Quantum Bigfoot,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
he did a whole thing on that, and you can take it with whatever you want. I don't believe those sounds are real. I don't. I don't. People say that there was witnesses and crap, but nobody's given me any names. So, I mean, believe what you want to believe, but I don't think Bigfoot are out there sounding like samurais talking
Oh,
out there.
what is what is that? How is that connected to
Do I
quantum
have
theory?
do I have the samurais here? Hold if I do that, I have to come up here.
The
Um
samurai.
just bear with me a moment because I gotta pull up slides. Do you guys remember if I had that right? It was on Bigfoot Speaks. And whoa, I forgot how sensitive this is. Okay. Now,
Oh, I thought I did that. I was like, what happened to my screen?
damn it. I always forget about how sensitive this is. Come on, you winker dinker.
Beautiful country.
Right there, just see movement right through there.
Oops. Why is it doing that? Stay. Okay.
We're in for Nightville.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry. Every time I touch the mouse, I barely have to touch it.
For Nightville.
And it Okay, so you get the idea. Those are called the Sierra sounds.
Konnichiwa. So, yeah, you gotta just take it for what it's worth. I mean, I lost where I was though. Maybe Every
his
time.
tent was lifted by a UFO. Maybe. Prove me wrong, I'll apologize then. Oh shit, Pat, for what? Pat? Pat who? Which Pat are you talking to? Am I seeing somebody who's not here? I mean, are you seeing somebody who's here that I don't see? Are you talking about Squatch Talk, Pat? Curious minds want to know why I
Blue-eyed
can't see it.
northern is Pat.
Oh, I didn't think that was your name. I'm sorry. Why did I not think that was her name?
Every time I see Timmy Boy's name, it makes me think of Tommy Boy. And then when he goes, fat guy in a little coat.
says it's sad that people are paying $20 a month to watch his cameras, believing this is legit. Whose cameras? What?
Because you're
Whose
far
cameras?
behind. Catch up.
I know. I'm lost it.
No, I'm not calling you fat.
You were there? No way, Nikki. I was there. You were there where?
Over there.
Over there? Over here. You were there. You were where? He didn't know I was going. Pat, he did know I was going out. Are you talking about the Squatch out? I love Mountain Beast Mysteries. Oh, he's so gorgeous. I love him. Chernopinski.
So, like, yeah, quantum physics is a pseudoscience at this point in time.
Yeah. Good to hear. I've been sick with gastritis. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, but Nikki, do you believe in coincidence? No.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I think no.
Me neither.
No, I do. I have come to the notion that everything happens for a reason, and it's all about how you react to that. That makes the difference. You can take the worst thing in the world and flip out about it, but as soon as you calm yourself down and you can start thinking about solutions, you're okay. Did someone say smoking weed? My sister probably.
Yeah.
What? Am I that far? I'll just go all the way down and then
yeah,
I'll work
you're
my
far
way.
behind. We're waiting for you. So, like, does Blackbeard ever come on your show?
No, he doesn't come onto anybody's show because his
really?
Wi-Fi always knocks him off.
Oh, I want to know stuff. I want to share.
He doesn't have
stuff.
great strong signal. So when he does get on, well, he got on to, where did he get on to the other day? Joe's channel. And it was strong. Ow.
So I don't know a lot about quantum physics, but I do know about Dolores Cannon. Anybody know about Dolores Cannon's works? She's a hypnotherapist that she came up with quantum healing technique, which is a hypnotherapy, and it's where she was getting people go back to their past lives, and it's helping them figure out how they are, why they are the way they are now. And that's about all I know about quantum physics and Quantum Leap, of course, because everybody loves that show because it's a bomb. But yeah, I'm learning about it, and I think I believe in it. I'd like to know what he knows.
Well, the link is in chat if anybody wants to come on. We're willing to take you on the show.
Oh, cool. Brown Dwarf is familiar with Dolores Cannon. She's my right now I'm like really into her. Like I'm really studying. I want to do I want to go back to school because I'm already going to finish right now. Like this, like coming weeks is I graduate, but I'm already thinking about enrolling in to get certified for that, for quantum healing technique, because you have to go to a different thing to learn that. That's true. All lives are happening at the same time. Hold on, I gotta let my cat in.
I can hear her crying. She's crying.
Come on, go ahead.
I saw that, Pat. It was cool.
Don't be acting crazy because then I'm gonna kick you out.
Moorhead's wife is hugely new age in all spiritual dimensions and stuff. So since Bigfoot movies between these dimensions, they choose quantum to throw it all on the wall and see if it sticks. Okay. I'm never really interested in any of that stuff. So
No, I haven't read Jane Roberts, but I'll look into it. Is it something that would interest me?
Blackbeard is biased.
So, like, I see here that Curious Cryptid does not believe in quantum theories, and that's cool, man. Like, everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. We just all have to respect each other's opinions.
Ow.
Just put the word quantum.
I just don't see how it bears anything to my life. So that's why.
Remember when I did it to you?
What'd you do?
Past life regression.
Yes.
I love Abraham Hicks. That's what started my whole deal. That's what awakened. Well, part of it was part of helped me along my awakening journey. Listening to Abraham Hicks. Do you know who Abraham Hicks' sister? I'll send you some stuff. It's really positive motivation. She channels I guess he's an extraterrestrial, and she tells us how to be. I don't know. It's just really cool. It sounds weird to say it out loud to you guys because I know you don't believe it.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No, I don't know. I'm just not.
And that's
I'm
okay.
not there. I'm not there.
Yeah. No,
that's
all.
Fine. I'm just not there. You know.
Mm-hmm. I respect that and honor that. I see you. I honor it. I respect it. Everybody can have different beliefs. And you can
but it took you a long time to get to that point because you wanted me to be. You wanted me to be where you were at so bad.
Oh, God, so bad I wanted you to. Oh, I know, but that was all part of the growing. Now I'm at a different place in my awakening.
Yeah, where we had a hard time of it, during that time.
It was a hard time. I had to change everything about myself. So, yeah, it was a big
My husband just came in and grabbed a bunch of socks. He left the drawers open and everything. Don't forget the chonies.
The choners. Make sure you get enough pairs and an extra.
Joe Parker, welcome. Killed by Bigfoot. Thank you for subscribing. I saw that. I appreciate it. I'm like 3 away from 400 subscribers.
That's cool.
But I've been that way for all week. I can't get 3 subscribers. Pathetic.
I don't want to miss anything. I'm looking back in the chat to see if I missed something.
Michael Hayward, what's up?
Ow.
I'm still thinking about that whole tent thing, lifting up business. I guess I don't hold much weight to that because it's an encounter. It's like a story. And don't forget that I listen to stories, but then I move on. I don't dwell on people's experiences too much anymore because they all sound the same to me. Now that one is a little bit different, granted, but I'm already past that. I want more. And that's not what I get from encounters anymore. Because they're just stories. They can be made up and that's the part I have a hard time with. So
Oh, the AC just kicked on.
Timmy boy. No, they have to be real. He's gonna go make up 3.
I'm gonna look up Jane Roberts and learn from that too. Thank you, Grasshopper.
Grasshopper's pretty smart. Pretty smart dude. What are you doing over here? Get out. Go over there.
Mr. J says he's craving spaghetti. I made the best lasagna last night. Oh my god.
Yeah, we had spaghetti last night. I had made a big old pot, and then I forgot my husband was not going to be home. So I was like, damn it. But that's okay. Spaghetti's always good the second day, too. What? Donald? Oops. You consider joining my religion called Sasquatchology, based on the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard?
No. I would have until you said L. Ron Hubbard.
That's funny.
Hello, Michael Haywood.
What about Bigfooting high as a kite?
That'd be cool. Maybe you could see him then. You know what I think? I think you can't see him unless your third eye is open.
Well, mine is closed shut.
No, it's not. It's open.
It's got a lock on there.
It doesn't. It's open more than you think.
Nikki and Suzy, will you both marry me? Then I never go hungry. You wouldn't.
Oh,
you would not, sir. You would not go hungry. Guarantee. I guarantee.
Guarantee. How did you say that? I don't know.
Are you talking about the turtle man?
Yeah.
Doing that? Or
the guy, the Cajun cook.
Oh, the Cajun cook guy. Oh, yeah, that guy. I was getting them all mixed up. LSD. You guys are insane.
What about LSD?
How you can put shit in your bodies that don't belong there?
You know what would be better than LSD is ayahuasca. Like magic mushrooms, psilocybin. That's natural and it won't hurt you.
A lot of people talk about the mushrooms.
I'm gonna go on a spiritual journey and take ayahuasca.
You're gonna ayahuasca all over the floor.
Mushrooms are the best. They're like really cool though. Oh yeah, Nikki hasn't tried. She doesn't try that stuff. But
and then they kill you.
Could happen.
Then you die because you ate the wrong one.
You could. Oh, you were married to a channeler?
Oh, that's what I was trying to hit, but it keeps moving. I went through the stuff about 10 years ago, marrying a channeler and all. It took me a while to see beyond the toys they play with.
The toys, like the cards and the talking boards and I use a pendulum now also, and I had dowsing rods, but I wasn't into it, so I sold them.
I want some. I saw some really pretty ones at that Virginia conference I went to. I should have just got them. I'd already spent like a lot of money though.
Well, one time I had them and I asked Mom to give me a hug and they wrapped around me.
Ooh.
It was cool.
Creepy.
I'm not scared. You should not be afraid, sister.
I am.
I'm not afraid anymore. Okay, I'm lying. I got afraid one time the other night. A spirit came to me and it was way too close and I was just really freaked out. And I wake up Matt.
Oh, God. And he's like, what the hell?
Yeah. He doesn't believe in anything. What's water witched mean?
Mr.
Oh, water witch? Does that mean you can find water?
Yeah, probably. Fun guy, Suzy, the ayahuasca will screw you up.
Can't screw me up anymore. Worse than. Never mind.
We're moving on. My father water witched. So yeah, you doing the dowsing rods and looking for water. I think that's what they call them. They hire people to do that still today.
That's cool. That is very cool. Hello, chessboard. Chessboard? Is that what I saw? Yeah. It went away.
Yeah, he's up there. And Prairie Fire is in the house. How many people do we have in here? I show 27. Not too bad for a last minute talk about. So I'm going to open it up. Anybody want a reading? Anybody interested in receiving a reading? You have to say that
Mm.
you want a reading, okay?
Batmom says, how do you know where the line is between the drugs or practices of you're using isn't demonic? Well, for me, I know it's not demonic because the demons can't. I vibrate on a different level than demonic things, so they can't touch me, and they're afraid of me. They've actually run from me, and they can do that for anybody. You just have to be strong, and demon can only get you if you want it to, if you let it. But for me, I vibe. I'm on a level. Okay, so there's a scale of consciousness, and depending on where you land on it in your lifetime, and you can go up and down at any time. Certain entities cannot get to you, and I cannot get to certain entities unless I'm on that same level. You keep Grasshopper. You keep saying you wanted a reading, but then you say nobody can read you. So if you keep saying that, then I cannot read you because you just said nobody can
You
read you.
can't read you. You have to be open to it.
Because it won't work. It's like hypnotherapy. It will not work unless you believe that it will work. Oh man,
What?
my marker's dry.
Oh. What is today? Today's Wednesday. Well, start your cleansing or your whatever you do. Tap, tap, blow.
Tap tap blow.
Uh-huh. I was doing tap, tap, blow.
Oh, you can do that. Some people knock. You
Because
can
I
knock.
don't have a proper smoke. I don't have proper. I mean, I have
Yeah.
white sage in there, but I don't.
So you can get one
If
of
I
these.
burn it, my husband gets mad.
I know. You can get one of these. It's called a selenite wand. It's a natural.
I want a crystal, but I have to go to the market. I just haven't
So
been
if
there
you anything
in a
that you
couple
put by
months.
this will get cleansed. And what else can you do? Oh yeah. So like in the beginning, like a lot of readers say like a prayer or a certain chant. I don't say that because it's too long and I didn't want to memorize it. So I told my spirits when I say apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, that's my way of putting my protection, and they know it. But I also do say that we're surrounded by the white light of everything that's good and the energy of between us. Like if it's a friend or if it's my sister, if it's whoever, however it is, the positive energy between us, between our conversation and between our whole interaction, is also protecting us.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yep. So sometimes I go apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, and then that's it.
And remember, she's got to let you guys know this isn't future prediction. Okay, she can't predict what's going to happen to you. Okay, it's interpreting emotions but it's not a way of future telling. So don't go into it thinking that
So
you're
I
going to
mean,
be
yeah.
told what's going to happen to you, because that's not what this is about.
So tarot cards are a tool. They could be used as a therapeutic tool for you to help you go introspective and to. Ooh, I found the needle. Woohoo! Okay, one needle found. It's for a tool, and the reason. Okay, so I've always been a palm reader. I learned how to palm read when I was like 20 years old, and when I started being able to hear spirits, somebody told me that you can use them for a tool to be able to talk with your spirits clearer. And I did, and they do. And so it's a tool. And now that I'm a therapist, I also use it as a therapeutic tool.
Hmm.
So, my sister, did you get whoever wanted a
Yes.
reading?
Yeah, there's quite a few. We're going to start with Cryptids Canada.
Okay, Cryptids Canada. You can either have a past life Celtic cross reading, or you can have a general reading Celtic cross reading.
So this is for Cryptids Canada.
Oh, that sounds really crazy with my mic.
Yeah, loud.
So yeah, I've been doing needlework all day, and I dropped 2 needles, and my family gets mad at me when I do that.
She's asking for a general reading.
Okay. So this reading is for you, Cryptid Canada, and it is, we're surrounded by the white light of everything that's good. And we have a bubble of protection around us. I have a white candle.
How many cards are you going to pull?
It's a 10-card pull.
Damn.
I have a white candle that I always light whenever I'm reading anybody.
Keep it on, Blackbeard. Keep it on, Blackbeard.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay.
Hi.
They're coming through all right, because things are kind of garbled there for a second.
Yeah, in the beginning it was garbly, but now I just hear you. I was hearing double, but now it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes my signal just doesn't work very well. I'm hearing a little bit of fluctuation, but it's okay, I think.
Cool. Oh, there you are. You
Oh, he just
forward
came
a
out of
little
the
bit.
darkness. That was
kinda
mysterious.
creepy.
Got limited light. So y'all doing readings tonight?
Yeah, she's gonna start. She's gonna do one for Cryptids Canada.
Okay, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was interested in what you were talking about, the quantum physics.
Well, it's just that, I mean, you can, it's like I was trying to talk about, like gravity. People walk around, they live in a world with gravity. They understand they're going to fall down if, they have no idea what gravity is, though. A person can use it without truly understanding it. And that's basically pretty much quantum physics. But for someone, I mean, and really the mathematical expression that achieves unification, which only people that are really interested in quantum physics can understand what that means, I think. Most people, when I've so many people I've said mention grand unification, and they're like, what's that? Which is fine. Your average person isn't going to know about that. But
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Yeah, it's they've got what they've got is they can't get everything to work together. They're working a bunch of mathematical magic over here. They're bombarding some particles over there. Well, they think what they think is particles. Problem is they think things are particles that aren't particles, and they think they can solve everything with a bunch of mathematics, and they're failing, and they've been failing for a long time. Yeah, but for a person, when a person truly understands field theory, once they truly understand it, the universe is real simple, but it's not simple to explain. It takes a lot. It'll take a long time, and like I would have to recommend for people that if they really want to try and understand it, to go to a person who's been spent a lot, who's got all this already online and is trying to teach people this. I can't explain it to you. It
Do
basically,
you
you know.
understand it though? Do you understand that field theory?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well,
well,
then
pretty much.
that means that you understand the universe, so that's awesome, right?
Well, I mean, there's still a lot more to learn, you know. But and then so when I get to talking to people about this, you know, like spirituality, right? If I'm talking to an atheist, they're like, "You're not an atheist." But to me, it's all science. But if
Mhm.
I talk to a religious person, uh, they they
It's a hard topic to talk about, isn't it?
they don't understand that neither side will accept my perspective, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the word spirituality has a lot of connotation to it. You know, it means a certain thing to most people, and so I don't really want to use the word spiritual for it. To me, it's just science.
Mhm.
But your average, you know, atheist isn't going to accept that because basically you're telling them ghosts are real. They won't accept that. And religious people won't accept the scientific explanation for what they, you know, their
Mhm.
magical perspective. I get like magical, if that's a proper term for it. So
Yeah. You got to get to a point where you can believe that there's a little bit of truth in everything at some point, because you have to get to a point where you understand that it's all about perception and everybody has their own. So like when you get that way and you just let people be who they are, it's
yeah,
easy. Yeah.
everybody's got they got their own path to walk, I guess.
Yeah, but it's
Some
hard
people
to
are
talk about with it's hard to talk about with people. You're right. Everybody, because everybody feels very strongly about it.
if in fact the guy that I would send you to learn about field theory will not talk about hallucinogens. He don't want anything to do with it. He's very anti-drug, and
Mhm.
people all the time are trying to because the thing with hallucinogens is it's a your brain is a a biochemical filter, an antenna for consciousness. Again, to me, it's you know that's a scientifically explainable phenomenon. It's you know it's just frequencies and all that good stuff. Your brain normally keeps you isolated, keeps you your individual self. Well, when you start fiddling with the dial on that radio there that picks up the signal, that's what you are, the signal. It's you start perceiving more than what you're supposed to. So you're just fiddling with the dial on your radio. Normally you're tuned into a certain station basically, and you
Mhm.
start taking psychedelics, you start fiddling with that dial and you start perceiving more than you're
Opening it
supposed to.
up. How do
Yeah,
you know, like, how, like, what is the gauge on what you're supposed to, like, are we just supposed to learn so much, or are we supposed to learn as much as we can?
I don't know if there's a supposed to it. I
That's true. There
you know
is
what I mean?
not a supposed to it.
I can't even say why you know if there is a why and why we're here and what we're doing here. Why does the signal want to occupy a meat puppet body? You know, because there's some intention there.
Yeah, there is. They want to experience it.
Night, Steve.
They want to experience what they can't experience.
I mean, that's the only thing I figure is maybe to experience individuality itself. Because normally,
Hmm.
what a lot of people would call maybe God or something, I call the universal consciousness, or you know, I don't
Hmm.
even know if that's a really good term for it.
That's a
But
great term. Any term that anybody picks for it, as long as they know what it is a good term for it.
so I mean, normally it's an all-knowing thing, you know.
Hmm.
It so maybe maybe it just wants to experience periods of time in this form
Mm-hmm.
where you got this biochemical isolation going on here, where you can experience this individuality.
Yep, that's what they want to experience. That is exactly what they want to experience, because they can't experience that, because from what I hear, this earth and being a human is the most emotional being there can be. So they don't feel emotions like whoever is experiences our soul is experiencing our human body, and our soul is what's part of God. To me, this is just what I think. Like, your soul is what connects you to God. And
I just lost you for about 30 seconds.
oh, you lost me. So I was trying to tell you what they want to experience. They want to experience being here, being an individual, just experience a human life being. So that's what it is. It's like God wants to experience it. God experiences our lives through us. So that's kind of why we're here, is what I'm saying. We're conduit. I believe I'm a conduit of God, experiencing life as a human, that I'm connected to him, and to, him, her. We're all connected to God. And we're here, we're conduits of God, experiencing life as part of God. Like, that's why that's where it comes from, children of God. We're all connected that way. Our soul and our consciousness connects us to God. And that's how we're all connected to each other, is what I believe. Did I lose you again? Sister, in our religion before, what did we believe? Did we believe that God was something separate from us?
Yes.
Okay. Now I believe that God
But
is.
we could have the God of light in us, and we believed in the resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
We
could still believe that. And still believe that and believe it. So the difference here is that I don't believe that God is something separate from me. I know that God is within me, and I am within God. Wherever God is, I am. And wherever I am, God is. So I am. That's what my new belief is. That's the only way that I change. When earlier you said we were going through that hard time, that's when I was having a little change. And that's what I believe now, is that we are.
You're just calling your higher being God. Many people don't use the phrase God, but they use a term,
the universe, the divine.
It's their higher being, or higher life, whether it be their higher being, could be
higher
what they
power,
would call heaven. It would be called, something greater. Some people call nature the highest, being.
Oh yeah,
because they
that's true.
believe nature is real, and nature is everything. So
I have these cards right here in front of me.
What do you say?
I have Cryptid Canada's cards right here in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I feel bad we're making her wait.
I hope you're still here. She's here. She's ready. Go.
Okay. All right. Okay. Your first card that lands in your personal position, the card, it's in a shape of a Celtic cross. That's how I put the cards down. So the card that lands in your personal position, like this card is like kind of representing like what your, it's on your mind. Just kind of representative of you right now. Sister.
Towards you. There, right there. Stop.
Okay. And so this might be something you might be right now thinking, making a plan, or working with a team right now, or trying to do something constructive, something that you've wanted to do, that you're passionate about. you've made a plan, and you're like, you might be about to start something new, execute that plan, and you're just watching it grow, expand. So that's what that card would mean in your person, what might be on your mind. And so staffs, those are actions and ideas and creativity. You might be feeling creative or having creative ideas right now. And it's happy. It's a very positive card. And whatever it is will bring lots of growth. Let me look at it better too. Okay, that's great. And you're just waiting for your ships to come in. You might have just started something, you might have just set them out. Now you just have to watch your idea grow. It's about expansion, anything you might want to be thinking of. So that's a good idea, and it's shined upon. It's a good idea. So in your next card, but the thing that challenges it might be it might be the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups has the moon in it, and the moon always is like a mystery, and like kind of like it's darker. So the moon is there might be deception. There might be deception in the night. So this card of cards, this Eight of Cups, it is turning your back on something, walking away from something that you loved very much, leaving whatever you got from that, whatever you loved so much that you just had enough of, that you're turning your back on, giving up on. You're just done with something, and you're not, and that is your challenge. So with whatever idea you're trying to expand, the challenge is that you might not be trusting somebody right now. You might not be trusting yourself. You might not be trusting your idea. And so you feel like you might want to turn your back on it, but you're passionate about it, so you don't really want to do this. You might be afraid. The moon sometimes brings out the fears. So you might be afraid that those obstacles, those mountains, and that roaring river right there is going to be too much emotion and too much obstacles to get by. So you might just give up before you start, and you don't want to do that. So those cups are full of love, and you don't ever want to, you don't want to turn your back on that. That is your challenge. And what your thoughts are the Four of Staffs, Four of Wands. And that your thoughts, what's in your mind, maybe what you desired or what you wished, was a happy ending, a happy, stable, dream come true ending, happy family, happy life, happy marriage, happy situation, everything going just as good as it can. That's what your thoughts are. So as far as we've gone down, your position with starting something new, you're trying to jump into something new, and you've got a plan going, and you're going to make it expand, but you might be afraid of all the obstacles and all the emotion that it'll bring, and you might be wanting to turn your back on it. And what you really want and what you hoped for was everything to turn out good and have all the sun shining on you. So that's what you were thinking and hoping for, and it probably would. So you don't have to be afraid. And then your beliefs on it are, card down. I just dropped that card. Here it is. Okay, this is a special card because since it fell down on the floor, it really wanted to get our attention. So this card is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. So it dropped down, and it also dropped down, and it was upside down. So the Ace of Wands is creativity, idea, actions that you might take that will give you growth, learning something new. And whenever it's the Ace of Wands, it's a gift from God. God is handing it to you right in front of you, giving you this gift of creativity or new ideas or a new action that you might need to take. And so he's handing it to you. He's handing it to you, and there's security. You can be safe, and the sky is clear. So he's handing it to you. Since I found it upside down, that might mean maybe you're not jumping into the opportunity. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're holding yourself back, and you don't have to, because this is your chance. This is your time. This was for you. So whatever idea that you're trying to start, or whatever thing that is going on, don't pull yourself back from it. God gave it to you for you to have. So just jump in all the way, because it'll all be okay. And sometimes this card sometimes I think when I'm doing a love reading, this card has to do with like your lover, a good card, like, like getting some action. That's what this card could mean in like a love reading. So that is the root. So in that spot where this one was, that's the root of the root of any kind of situation. It's like whatever's deep down inside is this. So you might not be jumping in. You might be holding yourself back. That's the root of the problem. So don't hold back. Be your authentic self. And in the near past, just recent past, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something when it's time to let go, or about holding on to something as if you won't have it again, or as if you can't get it again. Holding on to it like it's the last you'll ever have, but you don't have to do that. So this is about not being in scarcity. This is about letting go of what does not serve you, not holding on to something, especially material things or money. So you should always never be scarce with your money, because you'll get more tomorrow. You don't have to. You have security. You have support. And you have a lot of passion. You could be using that passion towards something else than holding on to what is taking up your mind and your time. So let go of what doesn't serve you. If it's not serving you, if it's not bringing you joy, then let it go. And in the near future, this is the Two of Pentacles. And it's about balance. So you might be overworking, or you might be overplaying. You've got to learn a way to find the balance. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be that. I just said that. So it could be anything. You got to balance your work with your home life. You got to balance your time with, your kids and your husband. You got to balance everything. So this card tells me that you want to find balance so that you can be in that happy place, so that you can execute all your ideas and come out abundantly. There's a lot of emotion behind finding balance. Who can do that, right? If we could all find balance, then we'd all be balanced. So there's a lot of emotion, but that's what this situation needs, is balance. And you might be thinking of the things that the gifts that this idea will bring. You're looking towards the future, and you have support and passion about what you want to do, and you're protected. So if anybody offers to help you, take it. Move with this. Move with this. This is a positive card. This is a positive thing that you're thinking about doing or getting started to do. And positive thought. And you know what? I should also say that it might not be something. It could be something emotional or mental. It might not be like starting a new business or starting a new relationship or starting a new interest in something. It could be starting a change within yourself. So think about that. And then, sometimes if it doesn't make sense to you, just wait. Just wait, because this is your subconscious trying to tell you what you need to hear. That's all. And so so that's you. You want to go forth with whatever it is that you want to do. You want to go forth with it, and you should, because you're strong. And it's a good idea. It's going to bring you gifts. It's going to bring you joy. It's good. It's beauty. And like your home or people around you, like the outside influences besides yourself, would be the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is like a new truth, a new knowledge, a new swift action. You should do this now. Whatever it is, you should do this now, and it's a very good time. This is like a swift incoming, a swift message, truth. Whatever it is, it's true, and you follow it with your heart, because the reason why true swords are truth, because they hurt going in, they hurt coming out. That's sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it's necessary. So whatever it is, it's coming at you fast. You might have opportunities coming at you fast, and you might have decisions that are going to be hard to make, but no, that's my son. It's when I see swords, I don't like to say anything negative. When I see swords, sometimes it's going to hurt, but it's going to turn out okay, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The advice would be to be the Page of Wands. Be the Page of Wands, because he's like somebody that's trying out something for the first time, like a little deer when they're first starting to walk, or a little kid when they're first, or how about a college student when they first get into their practice or get into their careers. Just go for it. You might not think you know what you're doing, but you have to start somewhere, and you will learn a lot by it. New ideas, new growth, new actions, new messages that you might be getting. Pay attention to your body and your mind. Pay attention to messages you might get from God. If you believe in God, those things are around you all day long. Messages from God, signs, they're all around you all day long. You're never alone. You always have spirit guides with you, and they're there to help you. And you can ask upon them for help. So go for it. Go for it, because you have to start somewhere. And there's enlightenment on, like, up ahead. Enlightenment and happiness and passion. So this is good. Go for it. Be like the eyes of a child. And the outcome is the Five of Wands. Outcome is the Five of Wands. And so they look like there's some boys. They're fighting with the staffs. Okay, so they look like they're fighting. So this could mean confrontation, or it could be something.
Competition. Competition up ahead. But look at this. They're practicing. So it's just going to bring you growth. When you practice to get stronger, you rehearse to get stronger. That's what they're doing. They're training. They're training so that they can gain growth and strength. So competition, possibly, but is it? You got to look at it different. If you do have conflict somewhere, you got to find the growth in it and know that it's training you for something ahead. And that's what that card means. And when I'm looking at your cards right now, you have a lot of staffs in it. It's all staffs. Staffs is creativity. Staffs is actions, ideas, messages. So messages are all around you. You might not be noticing them. But if you are, trust yourself that you are, and follow your heart. Growth.
Everything that's happening to you right now is going to bring growth, and any new ideas or new plans you might be having, they're going to bring you growth, and the growth that you need. Maybe even it might even be your life's purpose. So you don't want to miss that. And that's it. That's all I have for you.
That was good.
I think I blew too many smokes on my cards.
Oh. I think the 10 card's probably too long to read.
It is pretty long, isn't it?
It's really long. We could have read 3 people in that one time.
That's true. Okay, let me see. I could do a 6 card, and it has.
Well, I was just thinking past, present, future.
Oh, that okay. I could do that. I could do that, but I'm not.
We'll never get everybody.
I didn't know what. I didn't think it took that long.
Yeah, it's already 10:37.
Okay, so we'll do past, present, futures, guys. Who's next, sis?
Grasshopper, did he agree? Did he leave? Grasshopper, are you still here? If you're still here, can you acknowledge that you want a reading? Yes or no?
Shuffling the cards, and sister, do you want a reading?
No.
I guess you guys could tell you were pretty garbled earlier for a little bit. There was a rough patch.
Yeah, I think it was because I blew too many smokes on my cards.
You blew too many what?
Because I blow smoke on my cards to cleanse them.
Oh.
She's saying that messed up your
maybe. I don't know.
But you know what else, dude? It's really hard to explain spirituality. Because I'm going through a spiritual awakening right now. I've made a lot of changes in my life that I never thought I would make. Didn't even know I wanted to make, because I've had an awakening. I don't know if you've heard something like that. And so saying it to people out loud is some of the first times that I've gotten the chance to actually say what I feel and how my beliefs are changing. So I'm thanking you for it. And that's what gets me garbled a little bit, because it's the first time I'm saying it out loud, saying it that way. And it's hard. It's not hard. It's not a bad hard, but it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to talk about. And I'm thanking you for that, because it felt kind of good to say what I believe out loud.
Well, I didn't catch all of it, but I mean, I heard the part where you guys were saying, you were talking about, is God a separate thing from you according to your beliefs, and heard that part. And obviously from what I said, again, the word God doesn't really work for me, but
yeah,
I don't worship the thing, but what if that's the thing we're talking about? I consider myself a piece of that.
Yes,
people are a piece of it. We're not a separate entity. But that that's field theory's explanation of things, and again, there's a lot of people just can't accept that kind of explanation. They just can't. You got the ones that don't believe in anything, who aren't going to believe in any of this, and then you got the ones who believe they are a creation of this thing that's so much greater than them they couldn't possibly be a piece of it.
Yeah, I know. I think that's how I used to believe too. And that's okay, because you know what? From what I hear, whatever you believe is how it will be for you. So whatever you believe is true for whoever you are, whatever it is. If you believe there's a hell, and then there is one for you.
Could you possibly create your own reality to that extent? Well, and that goes back to the psychedelic thing too. A lot of people saying they've worried about bad experiences and stuff. And believe it or not, one person I heard put the right. I thought it was a good way of putting it was Joe Rogan. He said you get out of it what you bring with you in the psychedelic experience. So if you go in there with your mind ain't right, you're gonna.
Ooh, that'd be bad. What if I was like really pissed off at my cat? Then I'm gonna get like a bad trip.
Yeah, things could
You know,
not go.
yeah. I'm old now. I don't think I say it and stuff, but I haven't done mushroom since I was like for 20 years, dude. So what would happen now? I don't know. I'd probably freak out, like try to start cleaning everything or something.
Well, you might have a better understanding of what you're experiencing
Maybe.
because
Yeah, that's what the whole.
most people assume that is just a hallucination
Yeah.
instead of an expansion of perception.
Oh, yeah. That's because okay, so the people that think it's just a hallucination, your subconscious mind, your own mind brought it and made you perceive that way for a reason. Like it's not just a hallucination. It has something to do with your being and your thoughts and your creation in your mind. So it's like it means something. You should find out what it means. That's why they do it, the ayahuasca, and so that they can.
Did you ever try the because in ayahuasca, you ever tried smoking DMT separate from ayahuasca? Because I mean that's the active ingredient in ayahuasca.
Oh, okay.
In DMT, they call that the spirit molecule. And I guess
Yeah.
the idea is that it's opening up your perception to the spiritual world. And then there's another form of it called 5-MeO DMT, which is what comes from the toads that they talk about. People
Oh,
don't
the
actually.
licking the toad? Yeah.
Well, they don't actually lick the toad. They you smoke it or inject it or something. Anyway, that's a more apparent according to the people that use it. I just learn about these things. I haven't ever tried any of these things. But
Yeah.
the people who talk about it, they've come to term it the God molecule instead of the spirit molecule for the other version
Hmm.
because they feel like not. I'm going to put my own explanation on it.
That's cool.
What I think they're experiencing, because everyone describes it differently. But what I think's going on is whereas in DMT opens up your perception to the spiritual world, 5-MeO DMT knocks the walls down and completely dissolves, because they call it ego death and all that stuff. It completely destroys your individuality and you completely reunite with the universal consciousness.
Wow. That's heavy.
And then when they come back, of course, people forget everything. And I think that's because, or most things, because what you experience is so vast and infinite that your little mind in this meat puppet can't
Hmm.
even process that. But they have tremendous experiences doing that. And but it's funny, those types of substances don't seem to do any harm to people as
Oh,
far
yeah.
as physical. You're allowed to use alcohol, which is extremely harmful. We give kids caffeine and turn them into a caffeine fiend for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
But these types of substances aren't even addictive.
They're natural. They're natural they don't have any chemicals in them, right?
Well, I mean, technically it's a chemical, but it's a natural. But it's funny because like your body produces these substances as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. I learned that too. Your body also has THC in it too. Like that's why marijuana doesn't hurt you.
And that's the thing. It's like, how is it a chemical our own body produces is illegal?
Right.
I think there may be a bit of a conspiracy here. I
Yes, I
can't
think so
prove it,
too.
but I think that the powers that be don't want us to be
It's
um,
healthy.
more spiritually awakened and understand how the universe functions. Because
Mhm.
there's just so many things that this benefits people with. Dealing with problem, like they're doing studies now, like people with PTSD, they're able to use mushrooms to help them improve their
Yes.
symptoms.
Psilocybin for depression too, they're saying.
Mm.
Microdosing that whatever's in it is helpful for that. And I think that's amazing. I think because I was on depression medication for like 20 years and little did I know it was poisoning me.
Yeah.
And it was the
Yeah.
worst.
It's funny, like all the drugs that they'll legalize and sell you, I mean, are extremely harmful and extremely addictive.
Mhm.
Um, I had a guy I was talking to years ago, and he had become addicted to painkillers, and he really had no option. He had to take something for the pain. I can't remember what his condition was, but the doctors give you these highly addictive painkillers sometimes and turn you into an addict. Well,
Yeah.
I happen to know a little bit about um, I'm losing the word right now. It's a natural. I only used it for a short time long ago. Why can't I remember the name for it? It comes from a Southeast Asian tree. It's just the powdered dried leaf of the tree. Um,
Is it
it
for
can
pain or what is it for?
it can be used for pain. There's different versions, varieties. Some varieties are best for pain. Some,
Oh, it's called kratom.
yeah. And so I turned him on to that, and it changed things because you can use that to help you get unaddicted from the drugs that the
Hmm.
doctors.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's a helpful thing, right? Isn't that good?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot better. I mean, it's unfortunate he still has to treat pain, but at least he can end his addiction while still being able to treat his pain. But
Yeah.
some states that's illegal. It's a
There's a
complete.
weed in the backyard, probably your backyard, my backyard, everybody's backyard, that has a milky substance in it that is as
Oh,
strong as
really?
morphine.
Which weed is it? Do you know? Or
I don't really, I know what it looks like, but I don't know.
It's
Do
the
you know,
one with
sis?
the jagged edges, and it's got the little fuzzy on the back that kind of
Oh,
spiky.
God. I
Um,
have some in the backyard. I really do. I was looking
is
at it
it
today.
simple?
it's something lettuce. Something it's the name has something lettuce in it, but it's a weed.
Something lettuce.
Hmm.
I think that we have everything that we need in us and around us. Like,
Killed by Bigfoot says it's called leafy lettuce.
and
I don't remember if that's the name.
Yeah, nothing's
I
coming to mind.
think you're right about that conspiracy theory. I think that they dumb us down. They do whatever they can to keep us as little as they can so that they can be as big as they can. But really, people are freaking amazing and can do so many freaking things. But they programmed us to think that we can't do shit, but we can. And they just do that to keep their thumb on us and to keep money coming in. Like, okay, like chemotherapy. Okay, I love chemotherapy because it saved my dad's life. But on the other hand, too, there's nothing. Chemotherapy has more things to harm you than do you good, and that
Yeah,
that
I've talked about that quite a bit on my channel. I got to be careful though because of YouTube and stuff. But I mean, what usually how I like to put it is the doctor poisons you and the cancer and hopes the cancer dies first,
yeah.
and it doesn't always work.
So more people
No.
die from the actual chemotherapy than the cancer itself. And the worst part about it is that there is natural cures for cancer. So many natural cures for cancer, and they don't want to let that be known because you can't make money off of cured cancer. You can only make money
Yeah.
off of people. And
Well,
so
and
like,
some of the things that they're allowing to happen to you in the foods with additives, with the radiation from our technology, causing it, you know, and then for like how many people truly realize every day, tons and tons of cancer cells form in your body, and your body kills them. Your
mhm,
body has a mechanism for killing cancer cells. Well, why does it get out of control sometimes? And it has to do with what you're getting nutritionally
Yeah.
and what you're
There's
being
poison in
exposed
everything.
to.
Yeah. Everything is so
So
poisonous now. And like, what do we love? We love McDonald's. It's probably so poisonous. It's probably really bad.
yeah, it's
And
pretty
Well,
bad.
aren't they even saying now that dog or animal dewormer kills
oh
cancer?
yeah,
Yeah,
and COVID.
that's a
Didn't they
very
say COVID too?
that's a subject the YouTube don't like. I know that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we're not
okay.
supposed to say that one.
Yeah.
Also the water
Don't say the
diet.
word.
7 days drinking water, and it's supposed to put your body in something that just eats
Oh, that's
cancer.
crazy. You'll starve. I used to do that in high school.
Well, you
Um,
can there was a 60-minute story done years ago. This guy got I think it was swine flu, and anyone, it's still on YouTube. You can go look it up. The guy, and when he was there, he got diagnosed with leukemia as well at the hospital. So he was unconscious. His lungs are full of fluid. He was on ECMO machine. The doctors wanted to give up on him. Was trying to get the family to just like unplug him and let him die. The family had heard about high dose intravenous vitamin C,
Oh yeah.
and they pressured the doctors, and they had to stay on them because the doctors kept trying to take them off and reduce the amount, and it was just a mess. It's like the doctors in the hospital were just trying to kill this guy. Finally, the family got tired of fiddling with them for the intravenous version, and they had heard about liposomal encapsulated vitamin C. And for those people that don't know, a liposome is a hollow molecule made of phospholipids. It's the same as your cell wall, is what it is. And when you form it in solution, whatever vitamin or drug you have in that solution, the hollow molecule forms around it, and in that molecule, when you take it in, it passes into your cells way more easily. So
Mm.
you can take in orally, you can absorb orally extremely high doses of vitamin C using liposomes or whatever substance you want to use, right? It can be a pharmaceutical, it can be another vitamin. And so the family heard about this, and so they used this on their father because he was able to. I guess he was able to take it in because you can take it orally this way. Normally, vitamin C, there's diminishing returns. I've taken 27 grams of vitamin C in one day, just a regular kind. But the reality is when you're taking that much, your body just can't absorb it, and it just passes through. You can't poison yourself with it. But with liposomal encapsulated vitamin C, you can take in way higher doses. So that's what they used, and he ended up cured. It cured his swine flu, and it cured his leukemia.
wow.
But
That seems like a
yeah,
lot.
it's a simple thing, and it has to do with humans history. All the great apes, we all inherited a gene that deactivates our endogenous vitamin C production, so we can't produce it endogenously, and so we have to get it through diet. So that's why it works. That's why we can take such high doses. We still
Yeah.
have the system that can have those high doses in it. We just don't have the ability to absorb it. And then when you get the diet where people eat a lot of carbs now, well, the carbs, the glucose molecule is extremely similar to vitamin C. So when you're eating a lot of carbs, or really any carbs, it's competing with vitamin C absorption. So you really got a lot of people that are deficient in vitamin C and don't really know it.
Yep. Yep. And you can't, like, it doesn't hurt your body. If you take too much vitamins, you just pee it out. And
Yeah, most
so,
of them. There's a few of them that'll mess you up, but yeah, with vitamin C, it'll just flush out.
mhm.
If you
Well,
take way more than what your body can use, you'll just get diarrhea. But that's
Hmm.
just one of the options. There's other options for
yeah.
cancer.
Yeah. What do you think about Sasquatch? What do you think Sasquatch is?
Well, I haven't seen it, so I'm just going off the best of what I can off, people's accounts that seem legit. Patterson Gimlin film, I think that's legit. Footprint evidence, stories like Joe's, where he talks about how it looked in the face. So I'm looking at the morphology. I'm looking at the foot. I'm looking at the upright body posture. The description of the face as being human. The behavior, the intelligence level, being able to steer clear of us so well. If Sasquatch is out there, I think it is Homo sapiens.
Wow, cool.
I think it's a race of humans. We got white people, black people, we got Sasquatch.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
If you really look at it, though, they're just a big, hairy people. The difference in size between us and the Sasquatch, as reported, is not as big a difference as the difference between a Chihuahua and a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
I mean, if a Sasquatch was that much bigger than us, it would be, I don't know, 50 feet tall. So it's not as different as people make it out for. And then when they talk about the midfoot flexion thing, some humans today do have midfoot flexion.
Oh.
And people can look this up in the anthropological text. It's not like because people they like I don't know why they want to focus on that so much as a difference between us and Sasquatch in the footprint evidence. But to me, the combination of morphological characteristics and abilities adds up to this thing is intelligent as us and cannot be distantly related to us. It's got to be something very, very close. If it's not Homo sapiens, it's extremely closely related to us.
I like it. I like your view. That's pretty cool.
But a lot of people, especially if you believe the stories with crossbreeding. I don't know about those.
The ones like from the angels, the fallen angels crossbreeding with humans?
No. Just people telling stories that, of Sasquatch stealing women and stuff like that.
Oh, ooh.
I like this. So what's the name of the Russian lady or whatever? It's like a Russian Sasquatch.
Whatever her name is, Zana.
Yeah.
Zana.
Yeah, I don't know that was true. I think that's been debunked, but even so, I think there would be problems trying to do all that anyway. But
yeah,
but
I think it'd be problematic.
Yeah, it would be. But I think
I don't know. Maybe we'd be the best ever. Who knows? We don't know.
But the idea that it's Gigantolopithecus is just so ridiculous to me. I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
What's that, sister? Is that what they just think he's a giant gorilla?
More like an orangutan. More like
Yeah.
a giant orangutan.
Yeah.
They really don't have any proof whether he was a knuckle walker or if he was upright.
Yeah, they don't know
we
anything
don't know.
really about it. They have such few fragments that there's nothing really to know.
Ow.
But in a Bigfoot community, when you see some angle to grab, you grab it and you run with it. So you end up saying, "Oh, I wrote a book." You got the guy over here who the quantum physics thing. It was a gimmick. It was just a gimmick, and a lot of people bought his books over it. The autistic Sasquatch idea, that was a gimmick. There's no reason to think that. It was just he thought it was a cool idea, and every time someone comes up with a new idea about Sasquatch, they write a book, and then a bunch of people are like, "Oh yeah, I bet that's cool. I bet that's what the answer is," and then they buy the book.
Just now you said about quantum physics, the guy that wrote a book. Who guy? What guy? What's that guy?
Ron Moorhead, Quantum Bigfoot.
Okay.
he did the quantum Bigfoot thing, and he was just using he was just using quantum physics to try and explain Bigfoot.
Oh, I see. What did he say about it? Like, did they go to another dimension?
There's a lot of some of that stuff, I believe. I did not buy the book.
I didn't.
I can't. I as soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. I just because people believe they go into portals and they cloak and all this stuff.
I know that Bigfoot is real because of Mitchell Waite. That when my sister took me to see Mitchell Waite, I knew it was real because he had pictures and everything. So yeah.
I didn't really go for the whole baby in the nest thing.
That's
at all.
why I believe in Bigfoot, because of that picture and because they saw a baby and I believe them.
But another video he had made me
It's
think
real.
twice.
It's
So
real.
anyway,
And
he was on
has
my
anybody
intro.
ever tried wearing a red t-shirt when they go out squatching? Try it. Maybe they'll come out because that's what they would come out for him
Wear
for, remember?
red and orange so we don't get shot.
Oh yeah, well, duh.
But
I don't know. I think if a Bigfoot saw you and you were like, I think he'd eat you. So I don't know why everybody goes to look, because they're gonna get. I don't know. Maybe he won't eat you. But
A
yeah,
lot of people thought they were cannibals, and I don't think that's I don't know that there's any real evidence that they were cannibals or any groups of them were cannibals, but there certainly have been groups of humans that have been cannibals. And our closest
Right.
relatives, chimpanzees, occasionally eat each other too. So there's no reason to think they aren't capable of cannibalism. And if they'll eat their own, they'll certainly eat us. But I think they don't eat us typically because that puts them in danger.
yeah, we have all this shit in us, like all this poisons. They don't want to eat us.
Yeah, well, even before that, back in the day, humans, when humans figured out there was some creature out there to kill, they would get a bunch of spears and they'd figure out a way. I mean, ancient man figured out how to jump in a boat with a spear and kill a damn whale. So Sasquatch knows
What
that
not to eat.
that if they mess with us, they're gonna probably have some problems. Even though a Sasquatch would outclass us 1,000 times in the woods.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that if
I
you
can
eat a
believe that.
human, if you're a Sasquatch and you eat a human, you'll have the shits for days.
You'll have the what?
You'll have this. I'm pretty sure if you're a Sasquatch and you eat a human, that you'll probably have the shits for days, or heartburn, or something bad, some kind of indigestion for
They
sure.
probably will give them make them sick.
Yeah.
But I find it hard to believe that if they're out there, that the government doesn't know. So I think the government has to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
With all the technology, unlimited resources they've got to know they're out there. So why is the government keeping them secret?
I don't know. Speaking of government secrets, what do you think about aliens?
I'm not sure. Can only really speculate. I think there's certainly other life in the universe, but when I see people describing something like the Greys,
Scary.
What I see there is a very, very human-like thing, even though it's got some differences, of course. But again, it goes back to like the dog analogy. If we're the hound dog, they're the Chihuahua. As far as differences morphologically, but they're humanoid shapes. Like, so you mean to tell me that the most prolific alien to visit the planet pretty much looks like a human, just smaller with a big head and big black eyes? It's not some 6-legged thing. It's not a slug. It's not jellyfish. Look, there's a million different forms of life on this planet, but the aliens that are visiting us happen to look very similar to us.
I've
So
recently heard that there's some that look just like us, but like better looking, and that they're here already. So I don't know.
yeah, some people are saying that. So what I think is so I don't know that those are real, but if they are, they got to be from here. They've got to be an offshoot of humanity.
So in the quantum physics thing that I've been learning about with Dolores Cannon, she's hypnotizing people, and they're going back to different lives as different beings. And what some of them said was that aliens are us in the future. Our people evolved. Like that's how they had to turn to
Survive.
to survive. Yeah. And so like they're us in the future. They're like people in the future. And that's what some of them said. And then some of them were remembering different lives as different beings, like aliens. And there's so many different types, like just like there's like a lot of different cultures, a lot of different us, a lot of different nationalities. There's so many different types, and some of them are bad, and most of them are good. Most of them are really good, and that's pretty cool. I like that one better than the fire in the sky ones that had me scared all my life. Also, I heard that they're trying to, if they are out there, they're trying to help us. So
Have you seen the? Sorry,
go.
I was going to say, have you seen the recent photos or video of Bob Lazar talking with an alien, like out on this porch?
Is it scary?
Yeah,
No.
but it's big. It looks kind of like a gray alien, but he's super tall, taller than Bob Lazar.
And Bob Lazar is, so who put out this video?
I ran into it on TikTok.
I need to find it.
I don't know. I'm a little skeptical.
Oh, I'm way skeptical, but the way the video, I'm trying to look for it right now. How do I
think Mr. Muggs wants a reading.
Who? Oh, Muggs.
Mr. Muggs.
Well, a lot. Bat Mom killed by Bigfoot, Sandra. They all want a reading.
Sweet. We'll have to do it tomorrow.
Is it possible?
No, I can't tomorrow.
Okay.
Is it possible that the people who are coming back saying it's us in the future are misinterpreting what they saw?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because when you're under hypnotherapy, it doesn't have to be a factual. It's just what your subconscious mind is presenting to you. So it's whatever you get out of it. Even when you're doing a past life reading, before I do that, you have to sign a waiver knowing that this could be your imagination or it could be real. It's whatever it means to you. If it helps you find something inside yourself, go introspective. So it's stuff that those people that are saying that it could be those people she's hypnotizing that are saying there were other beings in other lifetimes that say that it could be, it doesn't, it could or couldn't be. It's interesting. That's what makes it a pseudoscience.
Well, when you said that, like they thought they were us in the future, I mean, how do they know they were actually, how do they actually know they're from the future? Because, when people start, I mean, because I've heard some people suggest that these aliens have come back in time and all, and I don't think that's what's going on. I'm looking at Occam's razor. Okay, got something that looks basically humanoid flying around the planet. It's got to be an advanced race of humans. To me, it's the most that's far more likely than some aliens that happen to look very similar to us come across light years of space just to probe some cows.
To save that's what I heard too. To save the universe. I think we should do the readings, sis. I think we should do them so that I don't.
Everything's got some big epic story, and I think a lot of people like this idea. Oh, I'm part alien. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel important,
and that's okay. Hey, you know what? That's the way I feel about it. Like if that makes you feel important, then that's good. Then it's not a bad thing.
They can believe it if they want. I'm interested in the truth, and so and I hope that this speculation, because it's only speculation, about those gray aliens is true, because it may be the case that they are survivors of the last great civilization that got wiped out 13,000 years ago. I hate to think that civilization got completely destroyed because I mean, and most of it did. Because I mean, most people aren't aware. They think they've heard all the standard story, the Egyptology bullshit, you know, all this nonsense, and no one, like very few people. I mean, more people are becoming aware because there's people like me out here trying to tell people, say, look, you need to pay attention to people like Randall Carlson and others who are talking about all this massive evidence that proves there was a massive worldwide advanced civilization up until about 13,000 years ago of humans. And they got their dick knocked in the dirt by an asteroid impact. And mainstream science was rejecting it and didn't want to hear anything about it, even though they had the layer. Because you know how with the dinosaurs, right? They had a layer that was had indicators of an astronomical impact. And they could find it in multiple locations around the world, proving that there had been an impact. But mainstream science was still not having it until they found the crater. Well, the same thing happened with the Younger Dryas impact that knocked human civilization down 13,000 or about
Ooh,
12,800.
sorry. Hold on.
What
I
happened?
can't stop the music. Hold on.
I don't hear the music.
You don't hear anything? Oh, okay. Good. Because it has a lot
I don't
of
hear
music on
anything.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't hear
Oh,
it.
I hadn't shared it yet. I found the video.
For what?
That Bob Lazar one.
Oh, the Bob Lazar. Is it scary? I don't want to see it. I'll be scared in the nighttime.
No, I'm going to show it to you.
Sometimes I don't go downstairs for a midnight snack because I get freaked out because the aliens are down there. So I don't want to get scared.
Well, I'll tell you when to turn away.
Well, anyway, same thing happened with this impact. They found a layer. Mainstream scientists were rejecting it. They have now found the crater in Greenland. We know it happened. So I think these aliens may be leftovers of that race.
Yeah, that's a good theory. That's a good.
Okay, can you see that?
Ooh, Nikki, that is scary. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know if I can make it bigger though.
He looks like a grandpa.
I can't. There's no thing to make it. Oh wait.
Oh.
No.
Is he nice, Sam?
Yeah, they're talking. But see, there's scary music with it that I can't control.
Oh, I see. I don't like it. It's scaring me.
That's it. It just goes over and over and over. It's just crazy looking. I don't think it's real, but yeah.
That's scary. I don't know. I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to find that later. I'm going to watch.
I mean, it was interesting anyway. Oh, I didn't even see her. Bat Mom's in the house.
Oh, cool. Who's next on the readings? I want to do,
Bat
I don't want
Mom?
to, okay. I don't want to miss him. Hi, Bat Mom. Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. How are you
So,
guys?
good. We
Hi,
got into deep
welcome.
conversations.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So we
The
changed it to past, present, and future because the other one takes too long.
Oh.
Okay. So you got, for your past, you got the Lovers. So this is a card. It means what it says. It means what it says. The power of two working together. Passionately is protected. It's happy. It's a good card. Sometimes it can also mean that you found your soulmate, or this is the past. This is the near. This is like just past, and it could mean just near past, or it could mean your way past. But you may have found your soulmate at a time, or your twin flame at a time. But Lovers, you had love. Like this was important to you. So that's what the card means. There's obstacles between it. It's from God. There's temptation and the tree of life and the tree of something, but temptation. Like it's a good and a bad, but that's the way love is.
Yeah.
So that's the past, and this is the present, which is the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and she is okay. Remember how I said the swords mean truth? The swords mean truth. Some knowledge. Your whole is that's what it is. It's something that hurts, something that's necessary, something that comes fast, something that comes surprisingly. So the swords is kind of like good and bad because it's kind of like unknown. So she's got herself caged in by all of them, and she thinks she's caged in by all these truths and all this stuff around her that came at her fast, all these painful things. But really, she's not stuck there. She put those around herself, and she can get through them. She can get out of them. She's loosely tied, and her legs are not tied. So she's only in that cage of painful things because she's keeping herself there. And she's got a blindfold on her eyes because she's choosing not to see something that's right in front of her. This is the present. So she's got one foot in the water and 1 foot on the land. She's stepping in the muddy water. She's making it worse than it already is. When she has her home and security and safety behind her, she's keeping herself there by choosing not to see what's right in front of her. That's the present, pleasantly. And then the future is, this is the guy, he's stealing. This is the 8 of Swords. He's stealing something, okay? But he's looking back where he stole it from because he really didn't want to steal it. He's just stealing it because he needs to. He's got to do what he's got to do to be okay. And even though he doesn't want to, and it hurts him that he has to find a way to be at peace with it and happy with it. So this could mean you might be robbing yourself of something. Somebody could be doing something behind your back, but not all the way to hurt you, but it could be painful to you. Somebody could be lying, cheating, stealing. You could be lying, cheating, stealing from yourself. But there's emotion involved. And really, this guy's just stealing because he has to do what he has to do to be okay. But there's a happy sky. Like yellow always means happiness. So that's one positive thing about it. And he's passionate about whatever it is. He's got his passion hat on and his passion boots on. So it's not all bad. And that's the way I read. Like when there's things that could be negative or painful, we have to know that everything that happens to us is our teacher. We just have to be smart enough to let ourselves learn from our own life, from ourselves. So like when negative things happen, you can't look at it as a really bad thing because it's really something that's going to cause you growth and a new value. When you come out of it, you're going to be even better person. So that was the future. And that was the only 3 I get to do because they take too long. But I hope it resonates for you. If it doesn't, it might later. So just let it sit.
Thank you. That was deep.
You're welcome.
And how are
was
you
it deep?
tonight?
Did it resonate with you?
Very much. Very much
Cool.
so.
If you ever wanted another one, just let me know. Those
Appreciate
ones were
that.
too long, though. They took a long time. And then, so that's a good reading. And I'm glad to meet you.
For you
Oops. We're cutting out a little bit. Is it me or is it?
No, I didn't
That
hear
one.
it too. It was cutting out.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cutting out for me as well.
She's
Is
cutting
it?
out a little bit. Yeah.
probably because I was doing it on my phone.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Am I still cutting out?
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, I can hear
It catches
you now.
it. You're just missing the first words. Killed by Bigfoot had one, but I don't know if they're still here. So if Killed by Bigfoot is here, can you acknowledge with a yes or a no that you'd still like a reading? I ate that orange, and now everything around here smells like orange.
That's my favorite essential oil. Okay, he says he can't sit that long. Wait another time. Okay, next time.
Okay. So, Sandra Piper wanted a reading. Sandra, you're still here, or you go to sleep?
It's only 10:30 over here in Arizona.
Yeah, but if they're on the East Coast.
Oh, it's
Sandra
late where
Piper.
they are.
Are you still awake?
Okay, so this is for Sandra.
Can you acknowledge?
Yes, she's
Yes,
awake.
she's here.
So
So go
this is
ahead.
for Sandra, and this is past, present, and future. She said that's what Sister said, so that's what I have to do. Okay, so past, present, future, and I blew smoke on these yours and her reading to cleanse the energy. And so for the past, wow, you got 2 nights. Boom, boom. That's pretty cool. So 2 nights. So nights for in your past is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So in your past, you could have rushed into a great idea, a great action. You might have gotten a great message. It could have been a message from your higher power. It could have been a message, something that you learned around you. This is your past that made you feel, that gave you enlightenment. It enlightened you. It gave you passion for something. And it could mean that you had a knight in shining armor that was very creative and brought you growth and strength and ideas. Now I'm reading intuitively now, and so that's what it could mean. And he was supportive and friendly, and it might not have worked out, or it might have worked out, but the desert is dry. So, and he's looking towards the past. He's not charging towards the future. So that might have been a knight that cared for you very much, that was very unique and creative. And then in the present time, you got the Knight of Pentacles. But for me, he was upside down. So like right now, you could be charging towards a new idea that would bring you abundance, but you might be charging in, and you might have a skill that you are charging towards or charging at, that's going to bring you gifts and abundance, but something's going awry with it. So because it's upside down, I would say you might want to look into anything like that in the present time, but also could mean that there's somebody charging towards you that wants to give you a gift passionately, with support, probably God's support. It's probably a good thing. And the sky is yellow, and it's a happy thing, but it's upside down. So you might not be accepting it. You might be rejecting it. So that's what that could mean. But there's growth and abundance and beauty in the background. So why is he upside down? Maybe you should give him a chance. You never know. But that's 2 nights. So it could be you. If it's you, those are your ideas and you're charging at something. But if it's romantically or men, it could be them coming at you, because that's what that would be. Now, for you in the future, you're going to have a change of perspective. This is the Hanged Man. You're going to see he's turned upside down. He sees things differently now. So something's going to happen that's going to give you a change of perspective, and you might be thinking differently, or just change your thought process, and it'll be positive. It'll bring you enlightenment and growth, and it'll be pure. And that's a good thing.
Hangman all the time.
Because then if you get it all the time, that means you need to change your perspective about something.
Bigfoot don't exist. I'm just kidding.
Not that, probably. Maybe it was. I don't know what you need to change your perspective. Oh, weed. Of course, it's weed.
Oh, weed. Yeah, because I'm always.
She doesn't like it when I smoke weed. Okay. Next one. Did that resonate with you at all? Who's next, Sissy?
I don't know. Mogion. Is he still here?
Oh, okay.
Moggs, you still here?
Moggs. I don't know. Right left. Look on your thing. Can't you look on your thing?
I am looking. I don't
Okay,
see
that's
him
why,
here.
because I keep on having to blow on.
Mogion, speak or forever hold your peace. Shifting what? Perspective.
Who? Okay, is Mr. Moggs here?
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Moggs.
there. He's here. Go. You're free and clear.
Okay. So this is a reading from Mr. Moggs, and this is we're surrounded by the white light of our friendship and the positive energy of this crowd, and we are protected. This is past, present, and future, sir. Okay. All right. So for your past is the Ace of Cups. I mean, it's the Ace of Cups. Now the cups represent emotion and love. And an Ace of Cups is God handing you your heart, God handing you love, the gift of your cup runneth over, dude. God handed you this. This was in the past, and it was beautiful. And the emotion was controlled. You had emotional control, and there was messages in the sky. There was, the support from God, and basically God handed you a cup of love for your life. And that's good. That's awesome. That's a yes card. Positive.
That could mean
growth.
relationships, right?
Yeah, it could mean relationships. It could just mean emotion. You could have just grew somehow. You could have just it was good. Just love. That's the most important thing. Growth, love, and beauty. And it was handed to you. So that's a great, great card. Then in the present time is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands. So he's waiting for, hey. So he's got a globe in his hand. That means he's got a plan and he knows what he's doing. And he's got staffs, which mean he's got ideas. And he might have gotten them from messages from somebody around him, or from messages from his higher power or higher self. And he's staring out at that water, and there's no ships on the water. And he's just got this plan, this really great action, that's really great plan. But he's just waiting for the right time to do it. But he might be waiting too long. Don't wait too long. This is a card that says don't wait too long. It's okay, but don't wait too long. So that thing fell down, sis, that we made. So don't wait too long. You've got good ideas. They'll give you growth and they'll be successful. Don't wait too long. And because you've got that gift of love running over. So God's on your side. So anything that you do, just do it because it's going to be good. And then in the future is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups means a new look on love, a new idea. Oh, hi, kitty. A new idea of love. Going in with hand, and then there's a fish in it too. And that means to me it's also a gift from God. So it's a gift from, or if you don't, your higher self or God, the universe, it's divine, anything that you believe is God, anything that's your higher power, it's a gift to you, and it's new love in the future. It could be a new passion for something, a new interest. It could be a new partner. It could be it could be anything like that, but something new is going to be your passionate love. And it's good. There's emotion. You're going to be very emotional about it. It's going to be deep. It looks control. You're going to be in control of it. It doesn't look like it's out of control, and it's a happy card. and it's going to be pure from the heart, like it's going to be solid, and the way is clear for you
So
for
3
that new
exceptional
love of
cards.
whatever it is.
Right on.
Yeah, they were good, but they were all positive. Except the middle one, though, it means don't wait. Whatever you're sitting on, don't do it. Take action. Do it now.
It's interesting that came up because there's some family
That's cool.
shit. There's family shit going on that today I had to stand up to. I had to take the stand on everybody's behalf, all my siblings, and address something. You know, it wasn't easy, but it had to be, something had to be said in this situation, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I it may have cost me my relationship with my father, but it had to be said. You know,
If it had to be said, it had to be said. Sometimes when I'm doing a reading, I look at the bottom of the card. I mean, the bottom of the deck, and it was this 10 ups. So like everything that you were saying right now, as I was looking at that, and then I looked at this, it shows me that God's patting you on the back, like you did the right thing. And this card is like getting everything you want. It's gonna all be fine. So sometimes you have to do that.
It's not something I
Yep,
wanted
you're
to
lucky
do. It's
guy.
something that I had to do.
Yeah, you have to.
So thank you for
That's
that.
what
That
life's
was
all
really
about,
cool.
man. You're welcome. Anytime, man.
So when are you coming to Cottonwood?
I think Friday.
Oh, right on. Very cool.
Yeah, I've been going every other week to make sure my dad's okay. He's
How's
doing
he
so
doing?
much better. So, like,
Good.
so much better. He helped us clean the yard last weekend. So, like,
Oh, right on.
yes.
I told
good.
Nikki, I said, you guys ever need a hand with anything? I'm in town. I'm here.
Oh,
you know?
thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Who's next,
Yeah.
sister?
I don't know who's next. Anybody else want a reading? Speak up now or forever hold.
Or
your
forever
peace.
hold your peace.
That's really neat that you do that. I bet it brings a lot of people.
What was that?
I was saying
You
that.
know what? If
delay, sorry.
oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Say what you were gonna say.
That
Like,
it would bring.
Let
a
me
lot
just
of,
say this.
Okay.
Oh, bring a lot of people.
Peace.
Oh, that she's
Like
bringing
peace.
a lot of people.
Peace. Yeah, it does. It helps you bring peace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's what I'm supposed to do. Remember I told you I got that message from God that I have to awaken people's hearts. Everybody else that's listening, if that resonated with you too, then that was a message that needed to get to you too, just so you know. Like when I was reading for Bat Mom or anybody else, if you felt that in your heart and it made you realize something, then it was supposed to, because that message was also for you if it resonated with you too. Just so you know that.
Grasshopper.
I wanted
said,
to do whole readings tonight because I've been wanting to.
Yeah, I know.
Is it
But
okay?
we started a little bit late
But
on
he
them.
said,
Grasshopper
I know.
says, "Okay,
yeah,
read me."
we can't start late.
Well, listen, I'm going to pop off.
then he just said,
Blackbeard, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. You too, Batman.
I got it.
Yeah, I just wanted to pop on for that quick reading. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
I'll let you guys get back to your
Anytime. Awesome. And yep, I'll
Thank
be
you for
watching you
coming on.
tomorrow and every day, every time.
You know, you're always welcome.
Hey, thank you. My
Oh,
door
it's
is always
so-
open.
was it?
All right, guys.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll be in chat, but just
Okay.
wanted to pop in for that. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
You're welcome.
Now Grasshopper said, "Nah, I got to get to bed and work tomorrow." Sheesh.
Okay.
So who was it? Next?
Yeah, so I just use these cards as a tool to communicate with the spirits and also to my higher self, my own subconscious, and I use it as a therapeutic tool also.
Just so everybody knows what I was doing is that I'm kind of new to this, and the more and more that I do it with my sister, the more I feel more in tune with it. So I've been practicing tarot as well, but I also have like a cheat book that I go to help me when cuz I'm still at the point where I don't trust what I feel, and
Ooh,
but
that's not good, sister. You
everything
have to
my
be in
sister,
alignment with yourself and trust
I
yourself.
know, I know, has said is kind of like this, almost word for word what I read or what I have on my end, what interpretations can be. I mean, she's been dead on, even exact wording on some of the stuff. I was double checking because I am writing everybody's stuff down. So if you ever want to know exactly what she said
Your
tonight,
reading was?
just contact me again and I can send it to you. And then you can do further research for yourself on it if you really want to. Because it's, for me, I have to write it down and I learn better type of deal. So,
You know what Grasshopper just said right now is that he does numerology. I'm learning numerology right now. Like, I'm really into it. Like, I'm a master number. Guess what? My husband's a master number too. 2 master numbers. What? We're
I
like
don't
a
even know
power
what that
couple.
is. No
It's
idea.
okay, so you add your birthdays together and your name, the letters of your name in the Pythagorean alphabet, and you come out with a number, and that's your life path number and your destiny. There's a life path number and destiny number. It's supposed to help guide you, like, understand. And it's, I don't know how, but it's always right. It's weird. So I'm just learning it too, and I think it's amazing, and I kind of believe it too. Everything's mathematical.
I still want Blackbeard to do a show on the whole Ethiopian calendar thing.
Oh, what's that?
The Ethiopian calendar.
Yeah, you haven't heard that? The
It's not
Ethiopia.
Ethiopian, is it?
Yeah, it is.
The one with the 13
Um,
months?
with 13 months.
Oh.
They
And that
run their calendar on a 13-month cycle. Like right now, they're in 2010. They're not in 2022 because they go by this different. Each month is like 30 days, and then the 13th month has 5 or 6 days left in it. It's still 365 days, but I don't know. It's weird. I'm interested in it, but I have not read all about it. But I
I
thought
mean, I haven't read a lot about it. But I mean, some of the flat earthers are latched onto it, and you know.
I can't, yeah, because I can't argue about it when I don't know about it. That's why I thought you might know about it.
Well, I mean, the reality. I mean, it makes sense to follow the moon, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and how long it takes the Earth to go around the sun. I mean, those things make sense. But I mean, it's like the New Year's Day. Like New Year's Day could have been any day of the year, though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
arbitrary.
true. Yeah, theirs is like September 1st or something is New Year's Eve, or September 11th is there something they celebrate.
Well, that's
And
a
Grasshopper knows about it. Oh, it's the 13 signs of the zodiac, he says.
oh,
and it makes sense when you're like you're talking about September, October,
yeah,
December. I mean, those are reference to 10 and 12 and 9 and all that stuff. So it sounds it's
I know,
interesting.
it's weird. It's
It's
interesting. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just trying to absorb some more knowledge about that.
but I don't really see any reason to change what we got going now.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're already set in what our ways are, There's no
Why did
way.
they change it in the first place is what I want to know. Like,
I don't know.
why?
I don't know those answers. But now I have to, damn it, I have to learn about it because I need to know so I can move on, and say, okay, that's bullshit. Just move on.
I'm going to see
But
what your master number is, sister, what your numerology number is. It's
you
probably
need a
master
calculator.
one. I know. That's the thing. I'm bad at math, so.
Okay, Batman. I'll write it down for you and send it to you. Do you have a I think well we're on Facebook, so
Sister, do
that
you know
or
what time
through
you were born?
Gmail. What time I was
What
born?
time you were born?
10:26 a.m.
For real?
For
I
real.
never knew that. Do you know what time I was born? Were you there?
Yes, but then they took me away. They didn't let me stay.
I was born in the middle of the night.
And T. Ramona came and got me. I can't remember. I did used to know.
It's 12. It's midnight 05. 12:05 is when I was born. 12:16. And I won't say your year.
Everybody knows already.
Don't wait on me because it's gonna take me a minute.
I always do that to everybody. Because we're gonna be ending it pretty soon. It's gonna be midnight.
Okay. It's not over
The only
here.
reason I'm still awake is because my husband's still packing, so it doesn't matter.
Did anybody get skipped? We want to make sure that they get one next time, or they could just call me. I'll do it anytime.
I do wish we could end daylight savings time, though.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it makes sense just because of how dark it is in the morning when we don't switch. Because, but I don't know if that just affects people in mountain time, or does everybody feel that way? I don't know. I've never, been in the East Coast enough
Well,
to know.
if you people are going to be not happy, it's getting too dark too early, or too dark too getting dark too early, or if it's dark too late in the morning. They're not. No one's ever going to be happy either way.
Yeah.
So but I just think it'd just be end all the confusion and nonsense. We got headlights, we got street lamps, we're good, and all that.
Yeah.
You can see, it isn't like the old days when we didn't have all those things. So I mean, so you're either gonna have to accept it's getting dark too early, or it's dark too late in the morning. One way or another, people are not gonna be happy.
Right.
So, and because I mean, you're not getting more hours in a day. It just don't make any sense to me to just disrupt everything to switch. And I guess Arizona don't.
No, we have our own time. We do what we want.
But that could probably create some confusion with people in the neighboring time zones, though. Is Arizona what they may now they got to keep track of where Arizona is on the. Well, did
Well,
they switch
my
times?
sister and I just did that. I'm like, what time are you right now? She goes, yeah, it's 3:33, and I go, or 2:33, and it was 3:33 here.
There you go, 333 number.
Oh, great.
We're on the divine path. Your sister, your life number, I mean, what's it called?
I don't know.
Life path number is number 9. I can't tell you. I'll push it and I'll read it. And it symbolizes unconditional love and forgiveness. You're an old soul. Check it out. You are an old soul. I didn't think you were, but you are.
Well, there's one of those numbers 3, 6, and 9 again.
That's interesting. I want to learn more about all that because
Yeah,
from what I
see, this-
heard,
Oh, go ahead.
Nikola Tesla is genius. That power could be free, but we're just getting charged for it because of the,
Yep.
the powers that be. So like,
And
I really want to look into it.
He was obsessed with those numbers. Like, he would only stay in hotel rooms that were like multiples of the numbers.
Wow.
3, 6, or 9. He would walk around the block 3 times before he would go into any building.
What?
I mean,
That's crazy.
He said something to the effect that the secrets of the universe were tied to the numbers 3, 6, and 9. And there is some weird stuff with numbers and how the fields work and all that.
Mogs. Sorry.
But I mean, yeah, we got robbed with Nikola Tesla. I tell you what, we got robbed. He got robbed, basically.
Yeah, we should have known everything that he did when he was alive. Like,
Well,
if
the
we
government took
could
a
have.
bunch of it. John G.
Night,
Trump
Judy.
ran off with it. Donald Trump's uncle ran off with it, like a bunch of trunks of Nikola Tesla stuff.
Dang.
I mean,
Gangster.
that's something interesting, people. Because if I don't want to get political, but
It is interesting.
I mean, if you think that family were outsiders, you were wrong.
Excuse me. Man.
That's some high level stuff there for the spirit away, like, because they were waiting on it. They wanted Nikola Tesla stuff.
They knew.
Either to use it for their own purposes or to hide some of the technology from us. But yeah, we should have had worldwide wireless free energy.
Yep, everybody should have it free.
But they can't put a meter on it, and charge us for it. And it also helps just to control us, We're dependent on the system.
Yep, to keep us sick. They want to keep us sick. They want to keep us broke.
So, I don't know. I mean, but yeah, I mean, trying to explain, like, the field theory stuff. Like, I mean, the basic idea, like, you've heard the word ether, probably.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use that word. The ancients knew about it. It's ancient knowledge. It goes back to the ancient civilization. They knew about it.
Did you say the ethers, like the ethers, like the surround, like either
the ether?
Yeah. Okay.
The ether. It's kind of like it's the substrate upon which reality is built, and everything is frequencies and vibrate. And Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand I think he said the secrets of the universe, you just need to think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency, and they travel in the ether, because all vibrations got to travel through some kind of medium. It's just that the ether is it isn't like water. Waves travel through water. Sound travels through air. Well, things like light. Light doesn't travel across empty space. It's traveling through a medium of some kind, and that's the ether.
Energy. It's energy.
That's a dirty word in the mainstream science, though, because they don't like the word ether. That's why they're bending over backwards not to use the word ether or acknowledge the ether exists. So they come up with space-time, dark matter, quantum foam. They'll come up with any kind of weird explanation for their observations, as long as they can avoid using the word ether and acknowledging that they completely missed that, and that the ancients knew how the universe really worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. If people want to understand how the universe works, that much, they're gonna need to spend some time kind of diving into that. And
Yeah, I think it's whatever it means to you. It's personal. I think it's whatever you find your truth. Everybody's got to find their own truth, right? That's what I think. I don't think there's one thing like how you. I don't know. Is that how you guys that like you and my sister like when you're searching for the truth, you want one hard thing. I don't think that is that. I think that it's everybody's own personal way. There isn't one way.
well, I mean,
The
there may
truth.
be some degree of people self-determination, but just as far as the basic function in which people do that is a one thing, for at least in the field theory, science. Now, I mean, whether people are comfortable with that or want to, I don't know. I mean, there's so many levels to reality that it's perhaps whatever you want you can find, no matter what it is.
Yep,
So,
you're right. If you look.
Yeah. So I don't know, but like the guy that I would send people to learn the science would be Ken Wheeler, and that he's spent a lot of time trying to teach people this stuff. So, and if they want to try and understand, like if they want to understand the science of the spiritual realm of metaphysics, then that's where they would go. But
Yeah, I want to. I'm gonna look him up. So does he have a book or what? Or a channel?
he does. He writes articles all the time. He's got a book called The Missing Secrets of Magnetism. He's got a YouTube channel called Theoria Apophysis.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
He's a strange looking feller. And he might be kind of, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I ended up running across him because there were so many problems with some of the mainstream science. Not all areas of science, but some certain areas there's problems. Like with the double slit experiment, which is kind of I don't know. Hopefully
all these experiments, and I'm gonna go back through this and listen to it, and I'm gonna write them all down and research them because I don't know any of those things.
Well,
Because I keep on wanting to go, what's that? What's that? And then we're like, off on another one.
It didn't make any sense. Like they come up with this, they were trying to determine, is it a particle or a wave? Light particles or other types of particles. And the experiment would show either a particle, both results, depending on whether you were observing it or not. So it's as if the particle knows it's being observed.
Where'd you get
And that goes back to the universe being conscious of itself and stuff like that. So, but instead of asking the question, well, maybe we really understand what we didn't anticipate a different answer. They just threw their hands up and said, well, it must be both. Well, it can't be both a particle and a wave. That don't even make any damn sense. But that's what mainstream science has handed us, a stinking turd like that. So, but field theory answers it fine. But so I don't know. It's quite a bit for. He's got thousands of videos. There's other people teaching it too, but he's made certain specific strides in the field. So he's probably the foremost expert on the planet.
Wow.
Have you ever been hypnotized, Mr. Blackbeard?
No,
sir.
I sure haven't.
Do you think you can get?
Do you think that hypnotherapy would help you?
I don't know.
Do you have any?
I'm not sure they could. I'm not sure they could hypnotize me.
That could be true. Maybe not.
I don't know. I mean, don't you got to be open
Did you
to
know
it?
that you get hypnotized? You go in and out of hypnosis like 100 times a day, just by yourself. Just
I can believe that.
Vegging out.
yeah.
Is that what happens when you're driving down the freeway and all of a sudden you go,
Every
how
time
did
you
I
drive,
get
you're
here?
hypnotizing yourself. Yeah, it's true.
I just missed 3 exits. How did that happen?
When you're in the shower, you are in complete subconscious thought. I mean, unless you're in there with somebody, then you're doing something else. But when right that state right before you go to sleep, when you're just kind of right before you fall asleep, you're in the same state that you're in when you go into hypnosis. That's the theta state. So when you're in that state, you believe everything you hear, you'll believe to be true until you replace it with a different belief. So that's how I can get people to quit smoking and stuff like that. But I just wanted to know if you've ever done it.
I've never done hypnosis. I don't know if it's just because I haven't had because I remember them having hypnotists at school and stuff, but I wasn't the kind of kid that was going to go jump on the stage.
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to go to schools.
She wants to make him quack like a duck.
But I'm not allowed to do that. I took an oath. But
how'd they figure out that you go into that state in the shower? And do they know why?
Because you go into that state. Your thought changes from a conscious thought to a subconscious thought. If you think about it, tomorrow during the day, try to catch yourself going from conscious thought to subconscious thought, and you'll realize it. Like, say you're hearing a song, you'll be like,
Well,
"Oh shit!"
they use water for that all the time. I mean, what do you call that when you float in the water in the dark?
Yeah, in the flotation tank.
Yeah.
Trying to. But I think there's more going on with that than people realize, because with the water, again, if you go look at Ken's channel, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. He'll talk about water being the antenna of consciousness and how the structure.
Oh, wow.
That's that changed my life. Dr. Emoto's water experiment changed my whole life.
Yeah. Emoto, I put a piece of I'm making a new intro, and Emoto is one of the people images on the intro, along with some other scientists that involved with the water, because it's really crazy. They're putting intentions in the water and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they freeze it, and you can see the ones that were like jagged were hurt, or they felt pain. The water did. The water is alive.
Yeah. Well, and Ken talks about that stuff too. He mentions Emoto. You know how people are trying to peddle these memory wiping devices for water, these structured water devices. Well, I mean, basically, it's the truth. But Ken shows you just make it out of a magnet and wrap some tubing around. You don't need to buy anything. Like, you just need a strong magnet. Like, I got one here. Got some stuff stuck to it though. It's just some tubing wrapped around a 1 inch by 2 by 2 by 1 inch neodymium magnet. You gotta have a pretty strong magnet, but you wrap your tubing around it, and if there's any negative memory, or if you want to call it energy or frequencies or whatever, in the water, it wipes it like a hard drive.
Wow.
And it just takes them out. I mean, you don't need those vortex devices and all that stuff people are trying to push. So, and the scientific experiments support this, that the water holds some kind of memory. So, so the idea, like, there was that one scientist, I can't remember his name. He would, to get his ideas for inventions, he would go swimming. Because you're immersing yourself in water, and water is the antenna for consciousness. It connects you better to the rest of the universe.
That is cool. That is hella cool. You know, you can take the negative out of your water by talking to it. You really can. Like, and it could be better for your body too. Like, if you thank the water. This is Dr. Emoto again. If you thank the water for helping you be vital and thank it for the life it's giving you, and then you like put intention into your water, it will hydrate you better and it's good for you and positive. You take out the negative of your water. It's true. Watch. I want to watch it. I'm going to send it to you, sister.
So you
can watch.
mean you're telling me that guy who comes on at midnight selling water from the special springs because it's a special sacred water, and people buy this little vial of water online, and it's gonna
Rocky
change their life if they drink this water?
It may not
But
change your life drastically, but it's going to be
that's
beneficial.
real.
But yeah, really, actually,
Probably
I
is.
mean, well, I don't know about that particular, but these scientists went out and they got this water that had been, untouched by man, so it hasn't been it hasn't been damaged in any way, as far as whatever energies are in it.
Move your ass.
And they found real results. Like there's something that happens to water. It's hard. It's like it's even for me because going from being a strict atheist and everything is just there's no woo. There was no woo in my world. There were no ghosts. There were no spirits, and it took me quite a while to accept, facing all this science that proves that there's this weirdness going on out there. But it's
Wow.
They did experiments.
Yeah, they've done it. I mean, I would like to do like I don't really have a lab here. I would like to do a bunch of experiments and put them on my channel so I could just show people myself, and also experience it myself because I can't do that stuff out of my van here. But
well,
I know that they do that with plants too.
Yeah, and rice. He did it with rice too.
Yeah.
So you can
rice,
and you can do the. It probably wouldn't be too hard. I ought to just do it. I got the plenty of magnets around here with seed exposure to the. I can't remember which pole. I think it's the South Pole.
Oh yeah.
You expose the seeds to the South Pole. So if you do that, like get 10 seeds and expose them, and then 10 seeds and don't expose them, so that you can compare them and prove it to yourself. But the experiments they've done the experiments. It does affect the plants. So it's some weird science out there. There's some weird science.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Yes, I do. I can see you remotely over the internet, and I have a program on my website, so go check it out. I have a smoking cessation program, or I can put one together for you personally. So call, and you can have a free consultation.
It's www.awakeninghearts333.com. Has all her information on there.
Mm-hmm. So when you go to my website, you're going to want to become a member. That way you can have access to pick whatever date you want to do it. Or also too, you'll have access to my positive content that I email out every once a month in a newsletter. So that's cool too. And right now I'm doing a special that's $50 for your first session. That's a steal. So you might want to try that out. Maybe you want a first session before you buy a whole program. So that's a really good opportunity for you. Other stuff too, if anybody wants. I do hypnotherapy can help anything if you want it to, and if you believe that it can, it will, and it can solve any problem. Your brain will do whatever you tell it to. So you just got to tell it good things.
I don't know.
I also have a weight loss program. I also have a weight loss program, a weight management program. I am professionally trained for PTSD, and what's a really good one? My very favorite one is to do past lives with people, because it really does help you figure out what you're doing, why you do the things that you do. But I also do coaching. So when you get my program, you get coaching also. So it's one and the same. It comes with it. You get both of them. But you don't have to do hypnotherapy if you just want coaching. But if you want to change a a bad habit, if you want self-esteem, self-confidence, you want to heal something, you want regression therapy, you want to find out why something's wrong with you today. If you have cancer and you're going through chemotherapy, I can help you with the symptoms that you get from chemotherapy. I can help relieve those. Migraines.
Most can't fly.
If you can't fly, maybe you
Most-
can fly. Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried to take
Mokes just tried and he said it didn't work.
Well, Mokes, you have to try harder, man. You have to believe it. What does Peter Pan say? I mean,
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
so yeah. Oh, you
I
know
did-
what? If you wanted to have a baby with no drugs, I'm learning childbirthing. So pretty soon I could help you with that. But that one's going to cost you money because I have to listen to you give birth. High blood pressure. Healing. Say you have a surgery or an injury. I can help you heal faster. Tell your body to heal faster and it will. Swear it. I swear by it. Just trying to think of a weird one, but I don't know. I can't think right now.
You mentioned driving earlier. I do believe that. I think because I will be. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm gone. And I get there like I must
Yeah.
be on autopilot or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, but if I'm not paying attention, yeah, I'll miss exits sometimes. But I'm driving.
Oh yeah, that's because you're hypnotized.
Like, where the hell am I?
Yeah, I used to do that all the time when I was going to work. I would put it on autopilot, and before I knew it, I was. When did I go through that last light? You know, I'd be like, I don't remember stopping or going, or I'm not pulled over, so I made it this far. I was real bad about that.
So
But-
I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of operating off the theory that my spiritual self kind of lost the connection for a little bit there, and the onboard programming was just on autopilot and takes care of you, survival kind of thing.
Yep.
Because there's got to be some memory actually in the body, for those kind of basic functions while you're.
It has to.
There is. Don't you guys know about cellular memory?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's how people pass on alcoholism, and that's stuff like that.
Well, I think there's multiple mechanisms in place because you got the memory in the water, you got the epigenetics that's becoming a new science now, where whatever you've experienced is getting passed on. But I'm kind of wondering too, though, if the scientists are thinking that these epigenetic factors are involved, when in reality it's just the water in some cases, at least. But this could explain some cases of people remembering things like supposedly from past lives. But I do think people are reborn. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either, guys, but it's midnight. It's time.
Yeah, we gotta go. I'm like,
shut her
I gotta
down.
go. Now it's almost midnight here. Like it's getting closer for me too.
There's my sister's Facebook page, Bat Mom. And wow, that conversation got really deep.
It does. That's why it's hard to talk about
I don't-
sometimes because people aren't ready. They don't want to. But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
somebody does want to, shit, goes on forever because I could talk forever about that kind of stuff. Shoot,
I know you can.
I could talk
I
forever
do.
about anything though.
Well, I
Thanks
appreciate
for having
that.
me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I would like to talk more anytime. You should find me on Facebook or whatever because I like
You have
to
to
know.
watch some of his shows. He gets banned.
Okay,
a lot,
I'll do that
but
then.
you
I'll do
still
that.
watch
I'm
his shows.
gonna get on your channel. What's his channel? Is it Blackbeard?
Blackbeard. Well,
I'm gonna
depending if he's
subscribe.
on his other alias one, because of how many times he gets shut down.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to be good. I get another strike and they'll shut the channel down permanently.
Oh no, don't do it.
Bad.
So I'm
But-
trying to be good.
Okay. Hey, you guys, thanks for being here. I know it's late. Thanks for sticking around for another late night, and we shall see you on Sunday. Good night, all.